Wow. Yeah, a bit disappointing. I really apologise, guys. I do. Um, to be honest, I should know better. Um, yeah. Um, I think what it is with me, I just get carried away with talking and listening and don't take notice of things like that. No worries. Third time lucky, Paul. Yeah. Um, I don't know what it is they're trying to prove. They've made me look like a fool. Yeah, give you that. Only I've looked like a fool, so you won't. You won't show your face, will you? Because you're a bigger fool than me. That's why. And I'm not a coward, and you're a coward. And I'm not stupid, and you're stupid. So, um, all you have to do is, if you feel this badly about me or whatever I do or say or create in a video or whatever, if you don't like it, either go away or rather than do that, why don't you come and talk to me or come on alive and show your worth, see how tough you are, see how fucking tough you are. But yeah, well done. Yeah, why? Wonder why. Right. Let's get back to it. Whatever it were, I forgot. Right. Let's go back. You were first now, this time, third time. Robert. No, I got it. UK, I got it wrong. I didn't. I reschedule without doing the time thing. I'm I'm hopeless. You know this, guys. James. What would I do without James? There's no way I would smile as much as I do. I'll tell you that right now. Robert, thanks for coming back in. James, you're a bugger, you are. Not once have you called me baldy tonight. Until now, I think. Yeah, don't worry, guys. It's just, I don't know, someone who's sick. Yeah, and a coward. Yeah, probably a bit evil and dangerous. Possibly dangerous to people on the street and everything. They could be anyone. Paedophile, murderer, rapist. Yeah, that type of attitude, I reckon. Whoa. Wow. Sick. Focus. Thing is, right, I'm not scared. Not scared of you. Why would I be? How you doing, Mark Unsworth? Hiya, Mark. I did see you earlier, mate. And the chat, because Smokey was on. If he's watching now, I know he's laughing his head off. Smokey. You're not the only one on here, mate. Honestly, there's no one as bad as me, but yeah. It was lovely to have Smokey on earlier. I will put the oh god, I better put the link up. Oh, right, hang on. I need 2 hands for this. They can try, can't they, guys? What do you think? This is the only time I can beat Biker to it before he comes on. Yeah, there it is. Right, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Right, Yvonne, good night. You know, speak to you soon. Give Paul a big cuddle tonight. And thanks for all your support and everything. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Yvonne. Good night. See you on Friday. Yeah. Thanks for saying good night to Yvonne, guys. You've all got it. You know how much she means to me on this live, and to all of you as well. She's the engine of this chat. That's what Yvonne is. Keeps everyone going. Got different cogs, different speeds. You know, the engine. Right, so all them back in. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm sorry. It's just been a latest craze lately. Right.
Well, I'm back, Matt.
Sorry, mate, if that were you. Sound. Right, okay. It was just a sound thing, that's all. I'm ready now. Are you ready? Okay.
What was that all about? Can you hear me? Any chance now?
Biker's just sorting his sound out there. Right, honestly, LT, thanks for coming back in, mate. Cheers, UK, no worries. Alligator as well. China doll, lovely, thank you. Why can't I then?
Right, I'm back, Matt. Can you hear me now? Anybody else hear me at chat? Just sling a one up if you can hear me at chat. You fucking dozy bastard. What have you done?
I put my Bluetooth on. And then I could hear sound. Oh my god. Sorry.
Right.
My fault.
Right, so you can hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. Everybody else couldn't. You fucking dozy twat.
But how did that come on? I didn't turn my Bluetooth on.
I don't know. Don't know what setup you've got there, mate.
Oh, just simple.
You are, yeah.
Sorry. You know I'm hopeless at shit like this.
Fucking tell me about it, mate.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry for keeping you up, but there's been problems tonight, as you've gathered.
I fucking know, mate. I'm just doing shit in background at the same time.
I know what you do, mate.
I've got some help off another guy that will be, hopefully, it will help massively.
Well, we'll not give too
No,
much
no,
away.
no.
But,
I'm not fucking saying all
yeah.
here, but
All I can say is it's not fair to people who come in here and just want a good chat and a decent live stream and things like that. So, listen, I know I've said I'm sorry, and you're saying it's not your fault and that. Well, part of it is okay. That's a reality. Michael will back me up on that. But
all I'll say is, mate, right, just stick to the protocol that we started off with, mate.
yeah.
Yes, and don't forget it. And it just helps.
Try not to.
Robert, you might get yourself fucking banned off YouTube with that amount of language, mate. There's certain banned words I don't like. Be careful.
Right.
Robert, I'm going to delete that comment, mate, just in case. All right, don't take offence.
Right. I know Smokey. Can you just come on camera? So yes, that's enough. Robert, I can't tell because there's been two Roberts.
Right, is Robert in background now?
Robert, it's me. LOL. So it's not him.
Right, Robert's.
It's not him.
Right, I've got a Robert private chatting me. He sent you my phone number, Burnley. I take it that one by email.
Yeah.
Right. I'm confused here. We've got a Robert and a Robert McIntyre. Are they the same guy?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Right. Well, the Robert that palm bombed you weren't the same guy, obviously.
No, that's what I'm. Robert, it's me. LOL. That's not Robert. So.
Right. I've just seen that. Wait a minute, mate. Let me just check something. No, that ain't Robert.
No.
That weren't the Robert, mate.
Oh no! Hey, you were too fucking slow there, weren't you? You little cock. Oh, Robert, it weren't, was it?
Well, wait a minute. I'm just going to look at his channel. Right, not with that icon, it won't. Right, Robert, type in the chat. But no, don't even type in chat.
This is maddening, guys. I apologise. Sorry.
Right, your picture on your channel doesn't match the one that you're using now.
I'll tell you what, Robert, if it's you, no, it's not him. Robert would never put LOL in.
No, it's not.
He'd never put defo.
No, it's not him, mate.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just, right. You know what,
Right, Robert, how many subscribers do you have?
Robert. If that's you, mate, just send me a quick email. No bother. 45, 44.
Robert, 45, 44. Right. Sorry, guy, but I've just looked and you're showing 3. How's that?
I don't know. Could be crinkle.
Well, that Robert I've just looked at is showing 3 subscribers, not 44, 45.
3, so we joined what this morning?
No.
Oh, right.
No.
2 years ago.
Tell you what you joined. 3 subscribers. December 27th, 2015.
Fuck me, flying high. We'll try and get you more, mate. More than 3. I get 3 every fucking 5 minutes.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do, mate. Even better, just to prove that I'm not making this up. Right. I'm going to share my screen. I want you to share that. Right, you can see up there, 3 subscribers. Joined 27th. Right, go back to his own page. That's what he's got on his own page.
Oh, he's a unicorn.
Videos, unicorns, playlists, channels, about. There you go. So it just shows up there. 3 subscribers.
Oh, pretty unicorn.
Right, so that'll do.
Smokey, that's you, innit?
Yeah, man.
I know.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what they're gaining doing this. I really got no idea. I don't get it.
Jealousy, I think, is one part of it, methinks.
I don't know, it just seems to be random. It just seems to be anybody that's on, no matter what time of day it is, it's happening.
Oh,
like.
right. Yeah.
Wait a minute, that Robert just says he don't have a channel. Well, I've just put it up. And that's come straight off his name. The fuck?
Robert, if it's really you, send me an email. Let me check.
Robert, you do have a
I
channel.
haven't got one yet.
I've just clicked that. I've just clicked your name and your channel has come up via your name. So you have got a channel.
Was that who it was then, Biker? Robert McIntyre?
No, it's not Robert McIntyre.
If that's you, mate, show your face.
It's it, Robert McIntyre.
Why have you fucking done that?
Robert.
Are you taking the fucking piss or what?
What?
Not you. Sorry. This fucker.
Mate, take that off.
Piss.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Well,
gentlemen. Evening, Dino. I hope you're good and well.
Evening, Prod. How you doing, bro?
Not bad,
Hey,
Smokey.
fella.
Evening, Mark. Evening, Biker.
How you
Can I
doing,
just
bud?
say? Can I just say it's like I've sort of been catching little bits and pieces of Dino's tonight, and it's absolutely sickening. These sick people that they're just doing it. Okay, all what it's for is just pure attention, nothing more. And it does, it makes you laugh and you sort of think, and I love the way that you described them earlier. It was fantastic, Mark, absolutely fantastic. Good evening to everyone in the chat. So Paul, Alligator, Robert, okay. Good evening to everyone. I hope you're having a good time. And most of all, thanks for coming back and supporting Dino and showing people that they can try and do whatever they're going to do, but they're not going to put Dino's channel down. So fair play to everyone that's come back, and fair play to everyone on the panel that's come to actually support Dino and to actually show these morons that they're not going to get away with it.
Yeah, it's a joke, mate. You know what I mean? It's a joke. Did you get someone there, Eddie? Then is that an IP address or something?
No, I didn't catch it off the live, but right. Let's just say that I've. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Right, I've got somebody saying that they haven't got a channel, but they have got a channel. They're saying that they've got 45 subscribers, but then they said
But they've only got 3.
But they've only got 3 subscribers. So I'm a bit. Either you've got a channel or you haven't got a channel. If you've got a channel and you say you've got a channel and it's 45 subscribers, when I check, you've only got 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's not making sense.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. But let's not give them any time, okay? Let Dino do what he does good, okay? And have great conversation, okay? Great panelist and fantastic chat. And Paul Yeoman, yes, it is definitely me.
Right, Flo, I've just seen your name in there. Sorry, mate. I'm checking shit at the moment.
Yeah, just give you a couple of minutes while you get acquainted with Plod and his latest updates and what he's been up to, because I'll tell you what, if you've not seen the last few videos of his, you need to get watching as soon as, because where he did them was quite close to where I live, and that's because he came up and stayed with me in the last couple of weeks. So I'm not just saying it, but please watch these last few videos he's done. Absolute complete meatheads they were.
Yeah, we had a great
usual,
time.
what does he do? Perm of his fucking hand every time. Right, I'll leave you to it for a couple of minutes.
No worries, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
No, because Mark, I don't know if you've seen, but now, because the last thing that I got arrested for was using the word turd. So
That's one of your favourite words, Blood, isn't it? Tit turd.
Yeah. And as you know, it's something that we all do, okay? And even if they look in the dictionary, okay, it's not a word to be offended. So I got arrested for that under Section 5. And it was most probably the quickest put through that I've ever seen. But then as I was coming out, there must have been about, I would say, around about 35 or so that were all sort of sitting there. And I just couldn't help myself. And I went, bye, turds.
Yeah.
If it was a Section 5, then why weren't I rearrested?
Yeah. I see you. This is where you just different league to what I know about stuff like that, but I don't know all them section stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just know all that stuff. I don't know it all. What sections are what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the same as any of us, okay? The only way that we learn is by reading up on stuff, watching stuff, talking to people, and that's the great thing, okay? I believe everyone should treat themselves as a sponge, absorb all the information that they can, and then ring yourself out in whichever way it actually suits you. That's the way that I see it.
Yeah. Give me a second, Plod. I just got to quickly do something.
No worries. Smokey, how you doing, man? Long time no hear.
I'm okay, brother. I'm good. Try and get in there slowly.
Good.
Slowly but surely.
Good. I hope you're doing a lot better than the last time I spoke to you anyway.
Yes, yeah. Hospitals, I tell you what, I spoke to my specialist today and I said, let me tell you now, The hospital you sent me to is not a hospital. He was like, of course it is. And I was like, no, this hospital is where you get treatment. Yeah, I didn't get none. He was like, what? I was like, no, it's fucking awful. I said, 52 hours in a waiting chair, you know? Sores on my ass because I didn't move for nearly 52 hours. Well, it was 52 hours on the fucking button.
Wow, that's insane.
I got severe eczema, so I had no moisture for 52 hours. I was in agony, an absolute agony. Never
Wow.
experienced anything like it in my life. And they thought it was great to take me from a waiting room chair into what was called an easy chair, right? Where you put your feet up and the floor, the pan at the bottom comes up under your feet.
Wow.
It was so well used, you had to put a chair underneath that because it kept falling down all the time. So it was so many people have used those chairs. It was like going up in stages from a waiting room, right? 52 hours. Then I went to an easy chair. Then I went to a gurney. Let's go in the back of an ambulance. I was on one of them for a few hours. What a mess. What a fucking mess it was.
That's absolutely insane. That really is.
There was no beds. There was no beds. And it's still today, there is no beds. Built a brand new hospital, 1,200 people. Guess what? No beds.
Fucking hell, man.
That's
terrible.
absolutely insane. That really is. It's like Dino knows himself, and so does Biker. It's like I should have had some more surgery done earlier this week, and I was at the hospital, and I had been sitting there for about 5 hours because you know where they sort of get a number of people in, and then they just roll them through like almost on a conveyor belt, and I was sitting up there for 5 hours, and we could all see that no one was really going in. And then all of a sudden, I really felt for this poor nurse that she had to come out and explain what had happened. And a load of us then basically got asked to actually go home. And then they were like, yeah, we'll redo the surgery. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? We can all bear with a lot of places when stuff like that is going on. And it's just really horrible when you sort of see that this poor nurse, you could really see that she did not feel comfortable at all.
I seen a nursing auxiliary run, right, a medical assessment unit of 22 beds, plus the people, there was 10 people in easy chairs, plus the waiting room, plus the triage. Now that is a nursing auxiliary, £9.50 an hour that girl was on.
Yeah.
Yet again, I seen a load of fucking bank nurses that were sat there looking at their phones, not giving a fuck what's going on around them, and not helping that poor girl. And they're on £23 an hour. You work it out.
Yeah, but this is what makes me laugh, okay? Is there's so many things going on. And now, don't get me wrong, okay? However you look, we know at different parts there's always going to be some form of conflict in some part of the world, okay? Always will be. But then what we then have to look at is at the end of the day, if we can't help people in our own country, and this goes for every single country out there, okay, that you've got to look, people that need help and need support. Now, even when you sort of look at us five that are on the panel now, right, we've all got our own needs. We all have our own things that go on in life.
Yeah.
And there are certain things that you can't do yourself, and that is why we have an NHS service. And don't get me wrong, okay, I'm a big believer in the NHS service, and I think they do an absolutely amazing job. And I think it takes amazing people. But then what really winds me up is then when you see someone like our so-called Prime Minister, right, and the way that he is, honestly, one of the biggest absolute dickheads, okay, to ever be put in any
I'd give a chimpanzee more credibility than that, man.
Same here, and I agree with you. And I think everyone would agree with you, because where he says, okay, honestly, all what he's done is he's made his mates richer, and the average working person is just being pinged off more and more and more, right? And it's just absolutely disgraceful. It really is.
It's unfortunate. There used to be, years ago, there used to be two main parties, Labour and fucking Conservative, right? And the Labour would go for the working man, as you remember, and it was very, very good. And he always was for the working man, right? Now, Conservative were always for the rich. Now, the problem we have now is we got conservative against conservative.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, because I've been accused of being far right nowadays, because and that's funny, because I've voted Labour all my life apart from the last election. I just couldn't do it, but I also couldn't put the tick on the Tory side, so
That's
I
right.
ended up voting for some mad party like the Monston Looney Party or
Yeah.
something.
Someone who
just
didn't
didn't-
have a chance, like.
Yeah,
I'm
I
surprised-
weren't going to
I'm-
vote for none of the
I'm
two of them.
surprised you didn't actually run, mate. The way you wear those glasses, mate, you could have easily run for the actual seat for the Monster Raven Looney Party.
What with my 200 subscribers, Plotter?
Mate, what you got to remember, and this is the big thing, and I think people, especially with upcoming different local elections and so on and so forth, just remember they all tell you exactly what they think you want to hear to get your vote.
That's right.
Right?
That's
And
right.
truly, it really makes no difference which party goes into power, whether or not it's local or it's general, right?
Yeah.
The average working person will get fucked.
Yeah.
Sorry for the language, Dino. I really am, but I think there's no other way of wrapping that up. As they say, right? You can't wrap a turd up, okay, and shove it in your pocket without it getting squashed, okay? And basically, that's what all these fucking politicians are, okay? Is they're the turd that wants to be fucking wrapped up.
Yeah.
Dino, check your WhatsApp message, mate.
Yeah, it's a shit show. It is a shit show. I've seen so many mistakes happen. Right, so many mistakes. I seen a frail old elderly lady. Right, I was on my way out. It was my day of my release, and there was a frail old elderly lady on my bed in a wheelchair in front of me. Right, and they've just brought her in now. Now these are paramedics. Now these are people who are supposed to be out there saving lives. Right, they're fucking transporting people from one hospital to another. Right, unbelievable. I'm thinking to myself, wow, how much more pressure do you want to put on the fuckers? This St. John Ambulance for that. You know, why are they using paramedics, which could be out there saving lives, cutting the hours from 5-6 hour waits to fucking 2 hour waits? It's because they're dealing with shit like this.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's not just that. It's like, Smokey, the other thing that really frustrates me, right, and I know that it gets to a lot of people, it's like you take all these agency staff, okay, i.e. nurses, doctors, and so on and so forth. Now, it's really, really hard, and it frustrates me that they use all of these agencies and they make this third-party agency so goddamn rich, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't they just paying the nurses that little bit more?
The problem with these agencies, they're
Yeah,
thrown
it's
into a position they know nothing about.
Yeah.
Can I just put in a minute? Got something going on here. Right, Gino, have you got it back?
I've got Robert.
Right, Robert. You got who?
Robert and Robert.
Right. Oh, that's fucking good.
I've got Robert, no logo, and Robert, not his logo.
What's the logo on the other Robert? What's the Robert with not his logo?
I can't make it out.
Does it say? Is it a blue logo? Has it got blue on it?
No, it looks like a row of shops or something. It's not Robert's logo, and then we got two Roberts. So one without. The one without is muted. Normally, the muted ones are the ones who are false.
Right, I'm reading private chat, and he's coming up with everything I've just agreed with him. Right, Dino. Oh God, if I say that Robert in thing, right, the Robert without a logo, right, get rid of. Right, so the Robert with a logo, it should be of a rocker cover from a certain car, if you know what one of them is.
Are you talking about a Ford Escort or something?
That's the one that.
Well, I'll tell you what then.
Fucking hell, it's in loads of pods. Just get someone on a panel.
Not a pod and blower. For
There you go, mate.
No problem. My
You
would
know.
this channel comfy and get a picture of my ween on it.
Oh, God, it's unbelievable.
Right, that's
Robert.
it, guys. Let's all go. Let's leave them to it.
Oh, I'm really pissed off with this crap. See if I fun you, whoever you are, by the way. I'm a big guy. I'll put my horns in your throat and choke the life out of you, you knob.
Go on, go on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long, mate. But I'll tell you what, your name hasn't half been battered tonight for some reason.
It's not your fault, right? I don't know where this thing came from with the unicorn, but it's quite interesting, isn't it?
Well, you see
Well,
that.
do you know
link I
what? Can I just say something, Eddie?
We gotta get rid of it.
I'm going to say something here because, you know, like, because I've got a small channel, every now and again it'll come up like you've got a new subscriber, yeah? And some of them have been very strange. Like I had one called something, the makeup artist from America. And I thought, why would she subscribe to me? Anyway, I'm sure that one come up because I remember when I looked at the guy's channel, there was 3 or 4 unicorns. And I thought, that's a funny thing to have on your channel as a man, isn't it?
That's a fun.
You know what I mean?
Mark, it's all for you, mate, because they know that you're magical, just like a unicorn.
Well, what I do.
Plod, listen, Plod, I put something in the back chat for you. I need you to have a look at that for me, mate.
Let me have a quick look.
Right, what I've done with Robert, right, I phoned him. We've got a code word so we know it's him, and we know his picture, right? But I emailed him the link to his account, and you don't know about it, do you?
No, how do I get rid of it?
Well, if you delete it, you're not coming back on as you Robert, as you are now, mate.
Okay.
You must have deleted it a while, but you must have created it a while back and forgot about it.
Maybe my daughter's done it for me because she's in uniform.
Well, you've got link for it, mate. It's definitely you that I linked to.
Okay.
Right, listen, we got there at end, mate. Right.
Right. Thank God.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. Non-violent. Are you doing one?
I think you know my number as well. So if you phone me, what I'll do is I'll phone you back on my own phone in the house. I'll give you the number for that as well. And it's only family that's got that, so we don't want anybody to see it.
Right, it's no problem, mate. What I'll do, I'll let Dean know the code that we've come up with, so we know it's you in future. So don't worry about that.
That's cool. But Mark, I've seen your message. That's cool. That's cool, Mark. Best thing to do, Mark, if you jump on my channel, okay, you see my email, drop me an email, and then we'll have a chat.
BBA.
Very straight.
Show you first. Bye.
Mark.
All right, mate. Yeah.
Okay, so drop me an email, and then we'll have a chat.
All right, yeah.
Relentless tonight. Absolutely relentless. I can't believe it.
You want me to put the email in the private chat?
No. Leave it like that, Plod, because if not, because there's a sort of little rule I've got, which I don't really, they're not that I don't, whatever. It's just something I do, what I've kept to since I've done these channels. So,
okay, cool.
There'll be a way to talk.
Yeah, no, just drop me an email and then we go from there, mate. It's all good.
Yeah, cool, mate.
So, yeah, that'd be an interesting one, that will. And I will give you an update on that very soon.
No problem, mate. No problem.
So, and Dino, do you remember that inspector down in Sussex?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's going to go a lot further. So they've put 2 offers forward and I've declined both. And yeah, I want the Tossu's job.
Yeah. Well, the only way to do that is to take it to court and not take a fucking backhander.
Exactly. There's no point. I don't believe anyone should take a payout. I believe the only way to actually make a change is by getting every single one of these bank coppers all the way to court.
Yeah, absolutely, because they carry on with the job. In fact, at the most, they get suspended with
Yeah.
certain privileged duties.
Hmm.
They're still on fucking duty, in other
Right.
words, not
Just to-
suspended. So yeah, the best thing to do is take them all the way. It might take 2 or 3 years, even depending on the severity of the case. But
Right.
if you
Can I
take them
just-
all the way, that will make a difference compared
Yeah.
to settling out of court, which is
Correct.
the easy way out. I mean, someone in my position financially, you know, oh, that could be so easy. But if you're in it ethically and for the cause, you will take them to court, and you will cost them money to do that in the first place. And then if you're in the right and they know they're in the wrong,
Definitely the good
hopefully
ones.
justice will be made, and something will, some action will come of it, like real action.
Although some people might not think that. Sorry, just a comment Eamon put up. Robert the Good or Robert the Bad, for fuck's sake. It's me.
Right.
It's Robert the Bruce.
Robert.
Yeah,
What?
because
what-
Dino,
I
one
can't-
of the funniest parts.
You'll always know it's me. I'm too Scottish.
Right, Robert.
Dino, one of the funniest parts, Dino, is do you remember that inspector? We've gone all the way through it, but the way that he made up so many different laws, okay, and everything else, and had to use Google to actually find the laws. Now, bear in mind, this is the guy that's in charge for all the training for Sussex. And what's really great that's going to really go against them is when they did actually nip me and they put my camera down, and I've seen the body camera, is where you actually had the armed goons, where he said, right, if you don't give us your name when we get you to the nick, we're going to hold you down and take your DNA.
Okay, now.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
absolutely hilarious, Smokey.
Okay, that was a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah,
Robert.
and,
what?
and as I told
Robert.
him, at that point, Smokey, I told him he could take his sidearm and shove it up his arse sideways.
Yeah, good man. Good man. I would expect anything less, because that's exactly what I would have said to him and all. Try going in my mouth, Rick.
Honestly,
Can I just
no one's-
can I just have a word? I've been
No,
trying for the last
I mean,
5
yeah.
minutes. Robert, what picture have you got on your logo in chat?
Right, on the chat, it's my RS2000. I sold that. That was the rocker cover for my Mark 1 Escort, right?
Right, no, hang about. On the
Like,
panel,
you know,
on the panel, you've got your RS2000 rocker
Yeah.
cover, right?
That's
In the actual YouTube chat, what picture have you got outside of your name?
My wee granddaughter. Emily.
Okay.
Right, okay, I'm with you. It's all right. I'll just clarify something, mate. Don't worry.
Right, oh, that's mine. That's my baby.
Right, sorted, mate. That's fine. We're done.
I don't know who's doing it. I'm going to tell you the wee story, right? Now, I want you all to listen to this.
Big up UBRS. Sorry, man.
I got a chat at my door about 4 weeks ago with 6 police officers, right? Drug squad. Some cunt said I was fucking selling weed, right? I might smoke it, but I've definitely never sold it. Now, the name they used was only Robert McIntyre. Now, they didn't know what car I owned. They thought the motor that I owned was a black something, and I don't. Right? So somebody on this chat is either snooping to the police, which is I can only say, it can only have came to you. I only used Robert McIntyre on here. I always use Robert Muir. And God knows it. Sorry, I fucked up there, didn't I?
You did, mate. Big time.
So watch what you're saying. Guard it. That's the wife, and I need to stop swearing.
Right, Dino, I'm going to jump off. Okay, so I'm going to say goodnight to everyone that's on the panel and goodnight to everyone that's in the chat. Do have a wonderful night. Do take it easy.
I watched a couple of your videos, Claude.
And I will chat to you all soon.
Cheers.
Take it easy, Claude.
Right,
Take it easy, man.
And
Yeah,
you,
so-
Smokey. Don't forget,
Good
for
night, my
people
friend.
that are new in the chat, okay, if you haven't already subscribed to Deanology, and also don't forget his other channel as well, Out and About with Dino, do definitely go over and have a look, and it's fantastic what he's got coming up, okay? But do have a good night. Smokey, Mark, Biker, Robert, do have a good night. Dino, be safe, mate, and definitely take it easy. And I'll chat to you soon, buddy.
Yeah,
Good night.
excellent.
Right, bud.
Right, have you
Bye-bye,
fucking shut up
Good
now?
night.
Right,
Yeah.
fucking shut up now. Good night. Piss off. See you later.
Good night, mate.
See you later, cop.
All right.
Good
Yeah.
night. Right, big, massive. Honestly, guys, plot. Yeah, we're mates, but we love having him on talking. He's so educated. You've seen his videos and things like that. And for me, I'll keep saying it. Right, you know when you've watched him, he's one of the best auditors in the fucking world. Prove me wrong. I'd love to see that. I've been saying it for weeks now. Okay, if you listen to him, you'll know more of the law. You'll know how to deal with people a lot better in those positions and things like that. He does not take any shit, and at the same time, he's an absolute gentleman, and you can take that from me. Yeah. So right, that gives me a chance to bring Fluke on. So
Are you sure it's right, Flo? Oh, it is right, Flo.
Sorry, I
What?
just said the number.
Flo, what's happened with your channel, mate? When I looked on it, you'd only got a couple of subscribers.
Yeah.
Give me
That's
2
nice.
minutes.
It's neither here nor there, but that's not the case. But
All right.
sorry, I just think that I've got a problem with my internet connection, so I might have to change.
It's working all right for you. Yeah, we can see it here, all right, mate.
Yeah, it's just not working my end. I don't know why that's not working. Sorry, just carry on for a bit, and I'll
no,
try
it's
and
all
sort
right.
this
Fluke,
out
you're,
mine.
you're loud and clear this side, so
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just go down here. It's Wi-Fi.
no worries, Fluke. You sort it out. Right, 1/10 time. 1/10 time. That is not really a clever name. In fact, it's pathetic. Who is Deanology? I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
Just
Dino, I've got to jump off, mate. I'll speak to you lot soon, yeah?
I
Mark,
hope
you're a
so,
gentleman, you know the score,
Mark,
brother.
Kelly's been on.
Yeah, Smokey, you take it
You
easy.
take it
Bye.
easy.
Fluke.
Yeah, I knew, man.
I'll see you later,
Look
Mark.
after you and yours, and hello to everybody who knows the score. Take it easy, brother.
I will do. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
And you.
Bye-bye,
Take
mate.
it easy.
Bye,
All
Mark.
right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you, mate. Thanks so much, mate. Thanks for all your love. UK's off to bed as well. Nice one, mate. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for popping in, as always. Nice one. Under a blood red sky, where have you frigging been? Nice to see you back. Anyway, anyone else news coming? Thanks very much indeed. Mr. Blue, I've noticed you. Thanks very much for your comments tonight and on my vids. Really appreciate it very much. Really do. Paul Yeoman's still in there as well. And James Patrick McDonough will just not go away. Mark's fucking off to do some PBs. I don't know what PBs is, James, but
You've had it done
Oh,
twice to you
All
tonight,
right.
mate.
Oh, God. I don't know what PBs are. Fuck me, dude.
oh, come on. You know I can only do one thing. Right.
Yeah.
I think I can. Anyway. Queen Ninja, how you doing? No worries, Mr. Blue. Thanks very much. Teflon's there as well, guy. Honestly, thanks so much for coming back in for the third time. Unfortunately, Yvonne's had to go. But, you know, duty's call. Paul's still in there, though. Paul Yeoman is. Liz Parker, there's interference in background. Anyone else hear it? Yeah, it's Fluke. He's a pain in the fucking ass. He's the background noise. Oh, he's gone now. So it's not him. New
It
potato.
might be me opening my pouch of baccy.
No worries. Sorry, Smokey. It's all yours, mate.
What have I done now? I was just saying it might be me. It might be me opening my pouch of baccy while I'm making another doobie.
Oh. We
I don't want to say too much because you might have a fucking warning for it. I don't fucking know how this shit runs anymore.
Watching you. Just be
Neither
careful.
do me, mate. But you know, if you want to roll a spliff and have a good dooba wooba, go for it.
Ready for it.
I smoke a bong personally from time to time.
It kills my chest, man. I don't know what it is. It's just because I just prefer the doobie. I do it just like a doobie.
Right.
No worries, we're all chilled. We're not
Right,
off
mate.
our heads on fucking hard drugs and shit like that, are we? So
Oh fuck that.
now
That
we
is
just have
the-
that merry, like I've said before, one big cozy room, nice open fire.
If I was going to do hard drugs, I'd have done it a long time before now.
Yeah, we're all
That's
sat
where I
down,
look at it.
Right, guys, I'm going to love you all and leave you. I'm going past my bed.
You going?
Eddie, I'll catch up with you through the week. Give us a phone.
Right, so everybody in the chat, I'm going to say good evening to you. Thanks for all your comments. Appreciate it.
Eddie, keep safe. Look after that lady wife. You know the score.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt. So, everybody chat, good night. You
Good
guys
night,
on the panel, good night. So, Swat in the chat, signing off. I'm going. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night, Bagger. Good night.
Shit, what have I done? Right. Yeah, good night, Biker. Thanks very much indeed. Cheers. No. Can I just say, while he's gone, I know he's still listening, but I must say, I have to say this, and a few of you know it, only a few, but that guy does an enormous amount of work for me, and I'm nothing, I'm nobody. But we're good friends, and he looks after me on my lives because I wouldn't be able to keep up with a lot of things on my life because all I do is concentrate on listening to people and making sure I take in what they're saying and trying to talk back. And it's difficult to concentrate on the chat a lot. And do you know what? On other people's channels, on their lives, they seem to concentrate more on the chat than whoever's on the panel or what they're listening to or what's being said to them. So I take that opposite view on that. So if it wasn't for him, I don't think people who come in would enjoy it as much. So without him, I'm knackered on a live, and that's why I call it our live. So honestly, guys, you wouldn't believe the amount of work that guy puts in for me. Not just on a live, during a live, but leading up to one and finding out who's who and what's what and why's that. And you wouldn't honestly, you wouldn't believe it, mate. You would not believe it. He's a workaholic.
He's good self. He is like he's good.
Oh, mate. And do you know, half of what he does, he'll not tell me. He's the most modest, humble guy you'd ever come across. And it's like he makes out as if I've hardly, done anything like, and things like that. And then he has. He's done a lot more than he makes out. And that's the type of guy he is. So just ignore that, whatever that is. So, yeah, honestly. Fluke's back. Sorry, Fluke. Just notice you. I'm going on one.
There is a couple of good lads on this. I got to be honest. In this community, there is a couple of good lads. There are like,
right.
Mark Kelly. I got all the time in the world for. He's a good lad. I like Mark
Kelly. He's so eccentric, innit? Do you know what I love?
I like him. I do. I think he's fucking brilliant. I do. I think he talks sensible sound.
I remember Mark Kelly when he had a patch over his eye. It was a proper pirate's patch, the black thing. He's changed it into like a shade.
Yeah.
He's gone a bit shady.
Yeah, he's all like Mark. He's all like Mark.
Mark's a fucking legend. He's been around a long time. He just supported.
Yeah, I do. I like Mark.
And supported. He's made the conversation flow out and just mellow out sometimes. And I thought, thank God, Mark, come on. I think that a lot. Thank God Mark's come on.
Ah, he's good
Some
lad.
things
Yes, I
out,
like
yeah.
him. I do. He
Yeah.
talks a lot of
But
sense.
Oh man, yeah, he's so logical. DWP investigator. Listen, right? I don't care who thinks I'm a DOS or a benefit or whatever. I live on pittance, right? But my love is YouTube. Okay, so I don't care who knows what or what's what. I don't give a fuck.
Quite right.
Right? DW. Why do people keep mentioning shit like that? You know what I mean? I'll tell you who works harder than people who works harder in a DWP building. Right? These civil servants. Let me tell you who works harder than them. The people who are looking for work. Because being out of work is a job in itself. And all these fuckers do is sit behind a desk and tap buttons, trying to tell people what their commitments have to be. Right? So DWP me all you want. I'm not lazy. I've done 250 videos in 13 months and spent money on doing that. So fuck you.
Right.
Yeah.
You bunch of fucking wankers. Fuck you. Right.
You've had it
Investigator.
tonight, haven't you? Fair play to you, Dino. You have had a pasting tonight.
Oh, it's me
Well,
that's tasting.
I fucking
do you know
hell,
what I
you had
mean?
one as well. I haven't you, Jez?
These people, you can tell who they are in my eyes, right? Right. People who are in work, right? Slaves, tax, all that. Not go into that, but yeah. So I can go into a job centre, right? And you've got security there. What do? It might be their job to be a security personnel, but in their job, what are they doing? Apart from standing around, can anyone else tell me what else they do?
Nothing.
So is that a job? So compare that to someone who gets paid fuck all and goes out there and works hard, and it costs them money when they've got fuck all to try and bring content to people, what might educate or make them feel happy or smile or whatever. That's what I like doing. Fuck your job, fuck your tax, fuck all that. Who do you think you are telling me what to do? I'll do what I love. Okay, no, you know. DWP, benefits and all this shit. What does that mean? I don't comply. I think that's what you mean. I do not comply to the system. Thank fuck I don't. Thank the fuck for that. Bye-bye.
Yeah, at least I brought a wee bit of excitement to the night. If nothing else.
We learn from serving. Yep, you're right. No, it's fine, Plod. You don't have to explain from him. No worries, mate. Mally Simpson, how you doing? DWP benefits, Dole Dosser. I've had all that tonight. Do you know what I mean? I can go into a job centre. As soon as I walk in, all I see are 3 Dole Dossers. You've got a job title. It's called standing around with a uniform on and doing fuck all and getting paid for it. Now, I do a lot of work and don't get paid for it, but I do a lot. So you weigh that up, weigh it up, go and get a job. You go and get a job. Go and do a job and do it for fuck all, like I do.
Tell him how tall you used to be, Dino. Tell him how tall you used to be. Tell him you used to be 6'4". You walked that far now, right? You've worn your fucking legs down.
I'd like to see these fuckers do what I do. I'll tell you that right now. You try falling through a fucking floor.
Well done, you potatoes.
Things I do for you.
Yeah.
But that's not a job, is it? That isn't a job. That's not working, is it? That's just standing around and getting paid for doing fuck all. Yeah. Oh, these people. In
I
fact,
work-
most people who are in work don't do fuck all.
Listen, I worked 3 jobs when my first son was born. I used to come in for I was an apprentice engineer, obviously. I used to come in for work and go in the ice cream van at night, and at the weekend I worked in a garage welding. Right? I couldn't work enough. Now, see my oldest son, he's exactly the same as me. He's just got his first daughter, and he's out there at midnight sometimes working his tits off, to earn enough money to keep him in a nice house. Right, so we've all done it.
Oh, fluke snipped off. Robert, you there?
I'm still here.
All right. No worries.
I'm just eating.
All right. No worries. Luke, Eamon, cheers, mate. Bertie Bassett, strange lot. Yes, we are. Thanks for noticing. Kim's Francois, how you doing? Nice one, Kim. Thanks for coming in. Anyone else new who's joined? If you're listening to this for the first time, I'm sorry. New potatoes. No worries. I rate Pip. No, yeah, I get you.
It's always
Honestly,
great to
guys,
start with an
thank you very much.
apology. You know it's going to be a good time when you start with an apology.
I just love these people. Oh man, brilliant. What? What's that, Mally? What's that about? Don't know. To be honest, if it comes, if you mean those texts, not interested.
Oh.
You're always welcome. You know that. Absolutely, Eamon. Eamon's always right. He's always right. Where's my Scottish friends tonight? Where are you? We got the Irish in. But yeah, I was hoping Sean Patterson would come in because I think he's from Glasgow, is Sean. He's a good laugh. He's funny without saying anything, Robert.
Aye, I quite like that.
He just has to appear on screen, and we're just
They're all laughing. That's right. He's got that kind of face.
He's just got it,
right?
You know. But yeah, I was going to mention to him if he came on, like, because the last time I went to Glasgow, well, before I went, someone said, Dino, he said, when you get there, there's a cake shop, best cake shop in Glasgow, in Scotland, possibly, arguably. I said, all right, I'll go. Where is it? Yeah. So I went in and I said to the guy, came out and went, how are you doing, wee man? I said, I'm all right. I'm from England, sorry. He went, near bother. And I said, excuse me. I said, is that a custard or a meringue? And he went, no, you're not wrong. It's a custard.
It's a custard. Right.
Deadly silence. I'm sorry. That was meant to be a joke.
It fucking wasn't funny.
Oh, come on, mate. Oh, shit. I've just embarrassed myself.
No, yeah.
I thought that was funny.
It's probably because I smoked one too many anyway. Like I'm a little bit stoned now, I'd say.
Right.
My voice goes a lot deeper when I'm stoned.
I'm sorry about that. I thought it was funny. Has anyone laughed? Eamon's laughed. Eamon, it was funny, weren't it? Is that custard or a meringue? No, you're not a meringue, it's a custard. Yeah? Oh, come on. Even Fluke's fucking... Oh, look at Fluke.
It's a fucking dad joke, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a dad joke, isn't it?
Oh, how old are you?
It always
Come
a
on.
dad joke.
Come on. How old are you?
Oh, God. Right, I'm back.
Of course it's a dad joke. Come on, mate. We're old-fashioned.
That's better.
Fucking wasn't funny.
I'm sorry. Right. Someone else.
Somebody's
take
got
over.
something playing in the background.
I have nothing.
Probably because they smoked one too many anyway. Like I'm a little bit.
Listen, whoever you are, right? 1/10 time. Southampton drawn.
I don't let him on.
Yeah. Go away.
Don't really need MDL on anyway. You know, everybody here's pussy.
Hey, London girl. Fluke's all right. Fluke's always all right, Kim. I would never want to be an actor. Okay, I'm just being myself. All right. Everyone on here knows that. Fluke's having problems with connections. He always is. But yeah, we're all real on here. No one would dispute that for sure. But no worries. If you're new, you'll get used to us. Smokey's stoned. Well, you
Yeah.
can't blame him, can you? I mean,
I
if I lived in Wales, I'd get stoned every fucking night, mate. You know what I mean?
I went
Oh
to
shit,
the-
he's still on. I thought he'd gone. I thought he'd gone, mate. Sorry.
Smokey's stoned as fuck.
Yeah, lucky you. I had that incident with the Polish. I stopped smoking. I've got a bag here. I know.
I thought he'd gone. Sorry, mate.
What's the matter, Dino?
Someone said you missed it. Someone said Smokey's stoned, and I went, yeah. Well, if I was from Wales, I'd be stoned as well. Anyway, I'm sorry, mate. I thought you'd gone.
No, I went to Wales.
It's like that, is it, Dino? All right. Okay.
No, mate. Come on.
We've got three of the best. We've got England, we've got Wales, and we've got Scotland in the chat. What more do you need? A wee bit
Exactly,
of
mate. That's what we are. And what they tried to do to us over the years, separate us.
All
And
for
do you know
one,
what?
one
We
for
are
all.
fucking
You're
so
right.
much alike. How alike are we? How much alike are we, guys? Scotland, England,
Well-
Ireland, Wales.
Well,
Come on. We're so alike. Don't, Smokey, don't you start controversy.
I'm a Celt. That's all I'm saying. And so is my fellow Celt. But unfortunately, you're not a Celt.
Oh, come on, mate. Allow
You're
me
not
in.
natural to the country, mate. I can't. I'm
Yeah, but
Welsh.
I
Go back.
like. Thing is, I do like Brussels, though.
You know, I love you as a
Not allowing
person.
me
I
in.
know you can't help your nationality. That's the way it is.
I bet that, but it's not my fault.
I know it's not, mate. You're a wonderful man. I'm not going to say no different.
Do you know what?
But I'm
My-
Welsh
my-
and I can't. I will never. You know, it just goes against the grain. It does, like. It does. I think back to my histories and my heritage and everything. I'm fucker for it. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm Welsh.
You know what? The best sense of humour for,
They're meant
for
to
me,
learn
like
from
when I was
history.
in the army, my biggest friends in the army were the Scot guys because there were more of them than
Lovable.
you know. And then the Welsh guys as well. Everyone was taffy, you know, and things like that. But sense of humour wise, it's amazing because it's like so similar, but then we've got that different that cultural difference. Like I
Yes.
get it. If someone mentions the Welsh thing, like boyo, or whatever, I get it. I laugh at it. It's so funny because I get it. Same with you guys, with us, and you know, I feel like a group. I honestly, we're so similar, and you know, there's so many people saying we're so apart, and we're not. And it's part of that control, fucking separation, divide, conquer thing. And they're not going to do it to us, guys, because we're too strong. The Celtic crew, even the English crew, if you will, allow us in. Some of us aren't too bad. You know?
That's a fucking big ass guy, Dino.
You know what? I am ashamed. I am ashamed of the butcherism that went on. Totally unjust and unfair.
You've
But
got to learn.
no, there's,
you know,
there's
move
never a
on.
bigger laugh than the Celtic crew and us as an island and a kingdom, if you like. And unfortunately, on a small piece of land, we fought against.
Do you know where?
each
Do you
other
know where
and,
sheepshagger actually comes from?
Aberdeen.
No,
Well, when the Welsh used to go out to England to steal the sheep, right, for food,
no.
right, and they, honest to God, and they used to try and catch them, right, and if you got caught sheep stealing, right, you were fucking murdered, you were hanged, you were fucked, like, you know. But if you got caught and you were saying that's all you were doing was fornicating, right, they'd let you off with a fucking fine.
See, in Hamilton, there's a bylaw, right? In Hamilton, a bylaw about sheep shagging. If you're caught sheep shagging, you can still be hanged in Hamilton.
That's mad as fuck.
I'm laughing now, Dino. It's no funny. Maybe put where we rules. You'll have to band with a pair of wellies and off you go.
I tell you what, right? I'm not kidding you, right? When I was in prison with a guy who got caught shagging a goat, right?
Oh, you're kidding.
And honest to
That's right.
God, I swear to you, everywhere he went in that prison, they were all going meh, meh. Everywhere he fucking went, everywhere, right? In Cardiff Neck, everywhere, right? If anybody's been to Cardiff Neck, right, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The goat boy, right? Because he's quite well known. Right, and he pleaded not guilty, although there was 128 witnesses. What had happened was an Intercity 125 going to London had stopped on the line from where he, and everybody taking footage and photos and fuck knows what, right? All distraught by what they'd seen,
You made Dino
right?
pee.
And he pleaded. Honest to God, and it's stuck with him ever since. Every time he goes into jail now, it's meh, 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 everywhere he fucking goes, all night, all day.
You see, well, we've got a saying here, right? What if two sheep to a lamppost in Aberdeen? They call it a social club.
Fucking hell.
Well, that's where they come from. We've got hundreds of sheep shaggers in Aberdeen.
Yeah, that's where they come from. The origination of it was they'd rather lose a few a bit of money than fucking lose their lives, you know. So it is what it is.
Does anyone speak Gaelic on here? Do you,
See,
London?
round here, right, sheep shaggers, that was the name around here with Lancashire and Yorkshire. Now, to us, the Yorkshire guys were sheep shaggers.
I don't know. Listen. I'm Welsh, right? I don't know what you English got up to, right? You know, fucking hell. I can't. You know, I don't know if that actually went on or not. Like, I don't know. You know, I know in Wales it never went on. There was a reason for it. You lost your fucking life if you said you were stealing a fucking sheep. No. What's the reason for it up there?
Right. I don't think we should eat them or be a sheep. Don't be a sheep. If you don't want to be a sheep, that means wake
That's
up.
where we will disagree, see, because I'm 100% carnivore. I am, unfortunately.
Right, I was talking about sheep that way.
Oh, right. I was going to say I'm 100%
But if
carnivore.
you
I
want
am,
to
mate.
eat a sheep, like Smokey, who's a complete fucking meat eater, eat one. It's fine. They might taste nice or whatever. Have it on your Sunday dinner or whatever. But don't be one. That was what I was saying. Don't be eating. Sheep are very tasty, so don't be one. So, right, I'm sure, right, Fluke.
Big up, Greg. Big up, bruh.
So, and I've not put the link up, so he'll be cursing me. So I'll put the link up and I will go on till, it's only 12. So we'll go on. Yeah, why not? Can I just go back in the chat, guys, just for 1 minute and just say hello to people who might have come in? New potatoes, yeah. Dino should be right. I've gone. London girl, how's things? Things are things, really. They're okay. Thank you. Teflon, nice one. What? That's jeans, dad jokes. It's not my fault. I'm getting old. If I tell bad jokes, it's a sign of getting old, right? And I was worried about this the other day, and I thought, who can I see?
Excuse me. Nigel, that's exactly the way it was years ago, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, honestly,
Sorry,
I'm thinking, is this a midlife crisis or what? So I went to a clairvoyant. I thought, fuck it, I'll try that one out. Got there, sign up in the window, closed due to unforeseen circumstances. So what hope do you have after that? Oh my God. Right. You didn't get it. Why have you
Come
got
on now, Dino.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
come on.
Hell, man.
Come on, man.
It's a flat crowd tonight. It's a fucking hard crowd tonight.
Right.
There might have been tumbleweeds around that one.
Thanks, mate. No, guys, honestly, you know, the people everyone has a laugh at my expense. Which I don't mind because, people do. David Scott, I have seen you in there, mate, honestly. I do try and keep up. But conversation is always too good with real people when they're on the panel. So, thanks very much.
Well, I'm going to make one more doobie, Dino, and then I'm going to shoot off once I've made it.
No worries, mate. At all. Friday, yeah?
Yeah, I come in Friday. Yeah,
no
but I do pop in.
People
if I'm feeling up to it, I'll jump on, you know that.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And it's nice to hear you sounding a lot different than you did do a couple of months ago when you was really down. So you sound a lot better, mate. You've told us you are. So massive respect to you, mate. Well done to you as well.
Take it easy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for having me on, Dino. Thank you for listening to me rant on earlier. I was on one. But, I got strong beliefs in certain things and I'm a bit more passionate than some. But, it is what it is. Yeah, thank you for having me on. Everybody keep safe. Cheers to the chat. Thank you very much. Take it easy, my friend. Take it easy, Scotch.
Cheers to you. Catch up
Cheers,
later.
Have a good one, my friend. Have a good one. Keep safe. Everybody keep safe.
See you on Friday.
Good. Okay, good night. Good night.
Top guy. Hey, Smokey. He went missing for a bit. Then it was like, but he went through a lot of shit and he sounds like he's back on the right side. So well done to him. Smokey, he was really down. That guy was. So it's nice to hear him cheery, you know, because he weren't sounding like that a couple of months ago. So it's really nice to hear him cheery again in his voice and that. So right, can I just, Robert? Thanks so much for coming on, mate. Fucking star you are.
Well, at least
Mick Miller, Mally. Yeah, I love him. You got me, you got me on that one, right? What was the other? There's a few. The Noddy, that one can't do it too long, and people won't get it. China Doll as well. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's always good vibes in here. I mean, we're just getting a bit of hassle lately, aren't we, Robert? With
Porn bombers,
the-
sell Robert Mac.
yeah,
Experience. It's just jealousy. We all know that.
yeah. We don't know who it is, but I reckon we'll get them.
With nothing better to do. Could be a bunch of kids. You just don't know, Dean. It's just one of the things.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I not tonight, but I mean tomorrow. I'll definitely be thinking. I do after every live because, believe it or not, I know I don't get many viewers and that, but I take them serious because I get really great people in who talk proper stuff. You know what I mean? And we have a laugh and that. I don't. All the regular guys who come in, they don't talk bullshit or anything. So I know who they are, and I just love it. And I've said before, I could just sit back and watch all this chat go on all night. That's how real people are who come in this live. And I'd rather have 20, 30 people in talking real stuff and having a good laugh and than having people coming and talking bullshit and fucking trying to stir things up and do drama and stuff like that. Luke, if you want to bring it on, bring it on. I'm fine with that. No problem at all. But it's not what I'm about. But Robert will tell you, and others will tell you, if you want to fucking bring it on, bring it on. No fucking problem. But we're not about that. So yeah, we'll keep it going good. So thanks yeah, it is a good atmosphere, China, but lately we've had this shit going on, and Robert, right, my brilliant guest who's on right now, he even his name's been used to have a go at my channel because they know, right, there's certain people who are dear to me and they can put their names on here like I'm gonna fall for it, and I have done, but I'm learning. I'm learning. So yeah, you tried it on with them all. Everyone who's the closest to me on my channel, my biggest supporters and that. Tried all the names, Mark Kelly and all that, Robert. And keep going, because you don't believe who works for me backstage and all you lot, and they do it for a reason as well. So. But yeah, you're brilliant, guys. Honestly, thanks so much indeed.
I'm just.
Is that you, Robert?
It's Gaelic. Somebody asked me if we spoke Gaelic.
Gaelic?
One of the names is fluent.
Oh. Right. Let's have a look. Gregory, sorry, I've just seen you in there. I'm. You know what it's, guys. You know what it's like when we get chatting. You know, and I just love it when I get people in who are real people. They don't have a big channel and things like that. They just come in for a listen and a chat. I'd rather have people like this on than Live Free or Live Free's been on. He'll have a chat. He's daft as a brush, you know. He's been on, and no different to Robert being on. To me, you know what I mean. People know that anyway, so
I can work
it's really nice.
time and have a bit of a laugh and maybe talk different subjects. Any subject, I'll talk about anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll keep my gob shut. It's as simple as that. But
yeah,
if I
yeah.
about,
We don't
I'll-
thing is like I mean I'd rather talk about, you know, just talking rather than, because like a lot of channels, and I don't blame them. I mean, it's their channel, but if they want to go on about their channel and their video and
see, that's the
someone
difference.
else's show and things like that, fine, that's fair enough, you know what I mean? But I'm not about that.
No, this is
So
our channel. That's the
yeah,
difference.
exactly.
That's the big difference. We, or me personally, I feel really comfortable here. That's one of the things I do. Right,
Robert, you've been around long enough, Robert.
yeah,
You've
before I
been
can
around long enough. You've heard me say many a time, it's our channel.
aye, that's right. Oh, hold on. From Glasgow. Yes, I'm from Glasgow. Yeah, 10 minutes for Glasgow, to be honest, just round the corner. I'm in the posh bit. No, really. I'm in the mad bit. You like it?
No worries. Moon, every time. Lee, anyone see the recent video of someone outside the moon under the water eating plants? Did anyone see it? Are you talking where I'm from? Lee.
Did anyone see the recent video of someone out?
I get some weird stuff going on. What do you mean posh in Glasgow, D. John? Posh and Glasgow does not go together at all.
No, some of them think they're posh.
Glasgow is a beautiful place, guys. He is a good crack, Tefla. Honestly, you cannot beat Luke. I conceded before. I'm the English guy. You know? But I'll tell you what, you know, we've got the Welsh, the Scottish, the Irish, and everyone's took the piss out of them guys for so many years by the English. But they're the most smartest, I reckon. You know, we're a good crack together. I love it. I've always had good mates from all over this place. You know what I mean? So it's a great crack, and do you know what? We all get each other as well. I love that. We get each other.
Aye. There's quite a lot coming up for Coat Bridge. Is the lad that put up, where is it? Stuart Street at Glasgow or Bells Hill? I'm in View Park, which is Uddingston.
View Park.
Aye, View Park. As I said, 10 minutes for Glasgow centre. But originally I'm from Wishaw. That's the posh part.
Really?
Mark, nobody's a stranger here. Everybody's welcome, apart from the porn bombers. Fed up with them. Tunnock's is still there. My next door neighbour's a manager in Tunnock's. Big Kate. We call her Big Celtic Kate.
Melly.
Oh, I don't like Buckfast, Mally. Can't stand the stuff. I prefer Smirnoff. As Dino will find out when we meet up down in Manchester, because I'm taking him out and I'm going to get pissed. The wife will have to take him, so we're fine. We'll go out and get
I'm
lunch.
dreading it. I know I'm going to meet up with Robert one day, and it's like, oh my God, dread. I know it.
Listen, you better be able to handle your drink, man. That's all I'm saying. There'll be a litre bottle of vodka sat on our table, and it'll be finished before we leave.
Look at this. Look at all this Scottish stuff coming in. Do you know what? I reckon I've got loads more Scottish supporters than I think.
A lot of Scottish here, by the looks of it. Costa.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Do you know what? It was the same in the army. The most of my mates when I was in the army were from Scotland. That is weird.
That's because we're all daft and we join up when we're 16. My mate that was in earlier, Ian, right? He was in the South African army. Now, if we can ever get him on talking about it, he'll make your hair curl, boy. You want to hear some of the stories he tell you. He was an armourer, right? Now, I've got a picture up here on the wall. We were in America a couple of years back, and we went shooting. And it was a 50 cal handgun he was shooting, right? So Bin Laden's picture's up here. It's got a bullet in its forehead, one in its neck, one in its heart, one in its butts. He never missed a shot. The guy is a phenomenal shooter. And Ian's just like me. He's a good laugh. But don't let him drink, that's the only thing. Woof. Everybody.
No, honestly, the best guys, you know. It made me realise how similar we are as well. It's just like a culture difference to me, but then it's a bit weird because them culture differences, like you've got, you know, they're kind of intermingled as well, I think. You know what I mean? Because I can feel Scottish if I want. In a way, I can have the crack, and you know what I mean. And but I'm not. But I mean, I can. I know I can feel it. You know what I mean. I get the crack, and I can join in and feel comfortable with it. I know I'm not, but it feels right. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Listen, we're British at the end of the day. I class myself as a Scottish Brit, as you'll class yourself as an English Brit. And
yeah, to be honest, Rob, I don't class myself as that. See, you should know me by now. It's like I just think we're all people, you know, like human beings, and we've been manipulated, you know, with thoughts and brainwashing.
Well, we've got the poison dwarf.
If you come across someone like tonight or in real life or whatever, you will feel a connect. You will feel that, and it's got nothing to do with nationality or anything like that. You'll feel whatever it is you think you're feeling. Some people say an electrical thing or a vibe or whatever word they want to use, but you know there is a gut instinct, and you will know I click with this person. You know what I mean? Can't tell the fucking word he's saying because he's from Scotland, but I still click with him. You know what I mean?
You don't need to know what we're saying. You just look at our mush and you know we're laughing. My favourite place, right, for a holiday is Blackpool, believe it or not. I've been going to Blackpool every year, 3 times at least a year with my wife. And I met my wife when she was 15, right? And that was her first holiday. When she turned 16, her dad let us go to Blackpool. And I'm not saying any more than that. But we've just got a thing about Blackpool with us. We just love going down there.
Rav, honestly, Blackpool and Scots. Guys, for those of you who don't know, Scotland and Blackpool have a great connection.
Aye.
For some reason, Blackpool has a massive attraction for Scottish people. Do you know why? Because the fucking beer's cheaper. That's one reason. But I'll tell you this, right?
It's
Went there
definitely
one night, illuminations were on, everything were bright as fuck. It were packed out, right? All the trams were running, the old-fashioned ones, you know, the
I love
nostalgic fucking tourist thing, and then the modern ones and that. And then there he was, weren't he? A fucking guy from Glasgow. Format, cowboy, form, fucking bright twiddly thing in one arm, something under his other arm, and he's walking along. Oh yeah, can of McEwen's with his third arm, because he's from Scotland. He's got 3 arms, right? One to all the beer, right? And he's walking along, and then this tram's going past, and the tram driver stops and looks at this guy, and he went, "Fucking hell, I feel sorry for him. Look at state, and he don't know which way it's going." Pissed out his head, like. And he went, "Fleetwood, mate." And the Scottish guy went, "Yeah, just follow the tracks."
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no one will get that. It's just me, I'm shit at jokes. Sorry.
Listen, the best seeing a Friday and a Saturday night, we get right, and we'll sit across the road for the pubs. Was it Shenanigans? You've probably heard the Shenanigans. I swear to God, it's the best place to see a fight on a Friday and a Saturday night. They're all that pissed. They miss. We watched the last time we were there. There were 4 women and 2 guys. Right, the 2 guys were arguing. So one woman's jumped in and says, "Right, stop it, stop it." Another woman scalped the boy. We were in knots. I was eating a donut at the time. It's one of the best places to go. It is funny. And you always meet somebody, you know. Christ, my next door neighbour was doing one year. I didn't even know he was gone. It's one of the things. Bay City Rollers, wife loved him when she was 15, believe me. She'd the tartan trousers and everything. Aye. Susan Boyle. Oh no, don't go there, please.
No, but honestly, Blackpool's a great place, though.
Aye.
It is.
It is. I like it. I must admit.
It really
I like
is.
Off end, the south end, sorry, out the road. You can park up and just jump a tram and go wherever you want. We sometimes just go away up to Fleetwood.
You know, you've got everything in Blackpool. Everything. You have, you know, the best B&Bs.
Oh, the best
Sure.
Chinese.
Really? Chinese?
I
Blackpool?
love Chinese. No, like Chinese, do you know?
I love Chinese. Yeah.
Nah, not wrong. A veggie curry.
You know what? Bean sprouts. Wow. Can't get enough of them. That crunch.
Oh, if they're cooked right, yes.
Oh man, bean sprouts, noodles, rice, bit of vegan curry. Yeah,
Can't beat it.
delish. Indian food as well. Love it.
Yeah, that's what I just had actually. A wee bit of an Indian. The wife brought one in.
English food, bag of shit. Don't even bother with it.
See the steak and kidney pies you get down there? I love them. I like getting in for a steak and kidney pie and chips.
Robert, you do know
I
I'm
know-
vegan, don't you,
I
Robert?
know you're vegan, but listen, mate. See, at the end of the day,
So,
you eat what you like, and I eat what I like, and I'm not going to fall out with MD and their tasty food.
so what you're doing is you're joining in with everyone else now to have a go at me.
I'm not having a dig. Definitely not. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that's my thing.
joining in.
You like your food, I like my food. But hey, I tell you what,
Oh, you'll get us, Rob. You'll get me. You will get me fully.
pick somewhere in Manchester where you like the food, and I'll take you for your lunch. We'll go and we'll have a good few meals. And see if Biker will come with you or no. That'll be a better laughy.
Oh,
I'm
honestly,
bringing the
mate.
wife anyway, because I'll need somebody to carry me home.
I met him last week. I
I
don't know if
haven't
you
either.
heard.
I did. I was here.
Yeah, I met
yeah.
him. I didn't
He said-
know I was going to meet him. I didn't know that. and
well.
it were planned, and it were you know what's his name? Fucking, he's got that channel Plodding Along or something.
Aye.
Yeah, that one, right?
Yep.
Ugly fucker, that one, right? And he planned it out with him. So when Plodding Along, whatever his name was, came up to here and stayed with me, and we had a plan to do some audits and that. You won't believe what happened, right? I'll play it out as quick as I can, right? So I'm sat here. He's coming and he's going, fucking hell, Dino. You know what I mean? Bit of a soft southern cunt like he is. And he sits there, and then we do a private live meeting thing like we do every night. So we're all on screen, and he sat next to me, and then we got Biker on the screen there. And then Biker's saying, "Oh, have you arrived?" Yeah, I'm all sound, good travel and all that. Got here on time. Yeah, sound. So where are you off tomorrow? Biker says. And he went, Leeds. Now we know Biker's from Leeds area. So I looked at Plod and I went, what? He said, well, Leeds. I said, well, why didn't you fucking tell me that before you came up? Because Biker's from round that area and we could have met up with him. And he's going, well, I don't fucking know, do I? Do know? It's like, that's fucking minute thing, innit? I said, fucking typical you, last minute, right? I'll give you that last minute job, right? I said, but fucking hell, mate, come on, Leeds, and come on, Biker. Anyway, so they had me on that, and Biker on screen were going, fucking hell, Plod, what? I can't believe you've done that. You're saying that now, and you're there, and you could be here tomorrow, and all that. So anyway, we get some motorway, and all these signs are going past, and it's going Leeds. And I'm looking at him, and I'm giving him the fucking silent treatment all the way. I am, right? And he's looking at me, smirking. And we pulls over, and I said, I can't believe you pulled over this junction. This junction right here is the nearest place we could be to Biker, where I could actually meet him for the first time, right? And he were like, yeah, but Dino, you know what I'm like, fucking last minute shit and all that. But there's a friend here anyway, I know, round here. I'm going to meet up with him. I phoned him up earlier anyway and said, I'm on my way. I'm going to meet up with you. I'm with Dino, whatever. And then he says, I'm meeting him at a pub. So pulls up at a pub. Didn't pull up. No, we drove up to it. And he said, no, that's not the one. I said, well, we just passed one. And he went, and we drove back, and he went, oh yeah, that's the one. And we pulled in, car park. We ordered a coffee, sat down outside on a bench, you know, the picnic bench type things. And then, so he plods there an army, and he went, he looks up above me, and he went, Dino, there's not half some fucking morons in this town, right? And then next thing, Biker sits down right next to me, and I thought it were a freak, a weirdo. Only because he said there's morons here, and he went bang, sat down next to me, and it freaked me out. But they planned that for 2 or 3 weeks for that moment.
Beat a prize. Can he beat it?
Honestly, I would never change that ever. That, for me, meeting Biker after 13 months of him just being around, and then after about so many months after that, not many months, just looking after me and channel. You won't believe it, mate. The emotion.
Hopefully he'll make it. I'm coming down probably the Friday before the 22nd. I'm 60 on the 22nd of May. So I'm going down there for my 60th. I'm just coming down for the weekend or the week. I don't know yet. So we'll get a meet up and have a wee drink. And see where it go for there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, I couldn't have asked for anything better than that, and even better, to be honest, the week after.
Aye, see now the chat's calmed down. We've no had MD trying to annoy. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
It's went right quiet now that they know that we're onto them.
yeah.
I reckon they're still watching.
Yeah, it's fine. Thanks for watching. How you doing?
I can't give them the fingers. Will you do it for me? Stick a big 2 up for me. That one will do fine. Aye.
That's a wee Glasgow, all right.
I
That's
hope
from
we're still
fucking me. And that's one back from Glasgow. And that's one
You're
from
right.
me. One back from Glasgow, one back from me. See you
I
later.
found out how to turn this stupid webcam. I turned the webcam off and this in the bias, so I'll need to get back in and turn it back on. You know, I'll get it on eventually. I just can't be bothered. Laziness.
No,
Right. I'm going to have to head soon. The wife's down the stairs. I'm just waiting. The minute I hear her trotting up the stairs, I'll need to go.
has she subscribed to my channel?
No, Jackie will not come on in like us. She's kind of quietish that way. We're just waiting for my daughter coming in before we go to bed. That's all. She's away with her pals.
Right.
And I know she's 26, but you still wait up for her. It's weird. You just can't go to bed until she's in. You can't settle. It's one of the things, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. No worries.
So
Listen, Robert, you keep in touch anyway, and
you've got my number. You phone me and I'll phone you back, Dean. It's not a big issue.
yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah,
I'll let you know
will do.
where I'm staying and when I'm doing, and we'll definitely meet up.
I hope so, mate. It's been an
Oh, definitely.
absolute bloody pleasure. Yes.
I'll be down. Can't think what else, if there's anything else we can. Yeah, I'm too old to go to the discos now, so that's right out the window. And I'll probably be too drunk by the time they open me anyway, so no matter.
There's nothing wrong with a wee dram.
No, you're quite right.
Hey,
Yeah,
Robert, just one thing,
Aye.
because it's stuck in my head, right? Do you remember Harry Enfield and Paul Whitehouse?
I remember. I never really watched Harry Enfield. I
Oh
wasn't.
no, they did well one at series. I think it was where the Scottish national the politics of all that was like the independence thing and all that with the Scottish
Right.
and the English. And so the characters was it was like an English bar, like not your high street bar, but like a nice country bar. And
Right.
there were a very nice Scottish guy, well dressed, and he was called Dougal, right? Stereotype. And then there was a scruffy Scottish guy, like if you kind of imagine Billy Connolly, but a bit more scruffier, right? He
Right.
sat down at a table, and then you've got the English barman, right, the boring one, and the Scottish guy's Dougal, Harry Enfield, is going. Well, there's been loads of scenes, but on one scene he said, "I'd like. What would you like, Dougal?" He says, "I'd like a pint of beer, if you don't mind." Do you have any Scottish beer? No, Dougal. No, we don't. Well, I find Scottish beers much, much better than English beer. I find. So it went on like that. It was so funny, and then it went on to the whiskey scene, and it was like, "What do you fancy, Dougal?" And he's saying, "Well, I fancy a wee dram of whiskey."
Right, I've got it up now. Actually, give me 2 seconds.
and he says, "Have you got any English whiskey?" And he says, "You know, we don't have any English. Have you got any Scottish whiskey?" He says, "Yes, Scotland's much better than England." Aye, so it is. Fucking crack me up. Absolutely crack me up.
I've got one now. I'll watch it.
Honestly, Robert, it's fucking class, mate. It's absolute class. Those who and then the Paul Whitehouse, his character, it was like, and the Bearman's going right, Dougal, and all that. So Dougal fucks off or whatever, and then the Bearman looks at this other Scottish guy, the Billy Connolly type look, and he went, one thing I remember was, and he went, "Never worry, pal." He says, I look at things sideways. He said, just imagine the whole world was just one big room. That means we'd have no doors. Spooky, huh? And it was just so funny. Oh, God.
We'll have a peek at it.
I'm sorry, I've no Scottish. I'm hopeless at accents. Sorry. I just try and be funny. That's all.
No comment.
Imagine we'd all be in one big room. There's like no doors. Spooky.
door. So, are you close to Manchester or?
Yeah, not far off, mate. Yeah, about 15, 20 mile away from the city centre. City centre, mate.
Ideal. See, last time I was down there were a boy standing behind the. I was actually having a puff in the green in the middle of it right before we went to the shopping centre. I was having a wee joint, and I watched this boy, and he was standing at a bin, and the next minute he bent over double, two horns. He was on some sort of new. What do they call it? It's a drug, a zombie drug. I think that's what they call it now. And for 20 minutes, that guy never moved, and nobody went near him to help him or see if he was all right. And I couldn't move for watching the guy. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. Can't imagine. Is it Spice? They call it Spice. That's the word, isn't it?
Spice, yeah. Yeah, is that still about? That's
I don't know.
No.
That was right. Mine, we've been locked down for a couple of years, so I've not been in Manchester for a couple of years because of
Yeah,
that.
it's bad. I mean, if you watch Charlie Beach, he's around Manchester all the time. He captures all kinds of things going on, like he's got a thing about crackheads and things like that. But there's always something going on in Manchester. The last month or so, he's got some massive videos. You're talking big views on them, like, so he's captured. You know, if you hang around in a place like that, you're going to capture something. Even where I am, a small town, I got one the other day. Just walking about, happened to catch one. Bang! I've got a video. Thank fuck, I've got a video. I need to get a video up. Bang! By accident, I've got one. Thank God, in my eyes, you know.
Where I
Because I don't have the resource to get out there and do what I want to. But yeah,
you'll get.
you know, all you have to do is hang around in one place. And
You'll see it. I suppose Glasgow will be the same. I don't go into Glasgow that often. I was actually meant to go today. We were going in to get a lunch, but I wasn't up for it. So we've cancelled it. We'll go next week. In fact, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something going on, Rab. You know what I mean?
I know.
Somewhere, if you're in the right place at the right time, I think I've got about 5, maybe 6 videos out of just being in the right place at the right time, and that's 6 extra videos, you know.
I watched that last video. Everybody, you should go and have a look at some of these videos. They're quite entertaining and informative. That's about the right word, isn't it? Informative. I like the old buildings one. See, when you go to an older building, it's been abandoned or dilapidated. I like all that kind of stuff.
There's loads more, Robert. Honestly, if there was only enough hours in a day, mate, and if I could have the resources to get where I want to go and do what I want to do, honestly, mate, there'd be a video up every night, but I can't do that. But I have got honestly, I've got a list of places and things to do, and then I'm trying to do research and work things out and time things out. Then I've got my personal life. My dad's not well and things like that, so I try and work everything around things. I don't earn anything really, but I love what I do, and that's why I do it. So when people have come in and said like DOSA and fucking benefits and shit like this, fuck them. Fuck your benefits. Take them away from me if you want. You'll not stop the feeling I get that I've got now. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
difference.
I know.
It's
Listen.
probably it's probably a security guy who's put that in. You know, a security guy, what do they do? Apart from stand there. You name me one thing they do apart from stand there or walk around.
Most of them can't speak English, to be honest. Let's be quite honest about that. They seem to be bringing them from every other country in the world now.
Yeah.
And I'm not a racist in any way, but I fucking hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, Rob. I've said it a couple of weeks ago. I know for a fact Eamon McCann will totally agree on that. And I'm getting fucking sick of it, to be honest with you. I really am. Because I am all for togetherness and like people have said it in the past, multicultural. How can you be multicultural? You can't.
Well, I worked
You've
in
got to
Holland.
be one culture, right? How can you be? You can be multicultural now, yeah. But if these people are talking about bringing the world together and being as well, there can only be one culture. The end result, right? So how do you bring that? How do you bring that into it? By understanding each other's culture and bringing it together into a one culture. Somehow,
as I said, I worked in Holland for 2 years. Right, I worked for Fokker in the late 80s. When my apprenticeship was out, I got offered a job with Fokker in Holland, and I took it. Now, my wife, I was there for maybe 4 or 5 months before I brought the wife out, just when I settled in. You see, when I went to work there, I was shitting my pants. Let's be quite honest. Right? You're away in a foreign country. You don't know where it's going. You don't know what the job's going to be like. You don't know if it's going to last. So you're a bit apprehensive. But it turned out okay for me, to be honest. I enjoyed my 2 years there. And the people I met there, all different. With the Irish bar, with the Troubadour, that was the bar, with the Catch-22. You met all sorts of different people from everywhere. And by the way, not one bad word in 2 years. All the people were lovely. It's a nice place to go. And I've been back probably for then 10 times to Holland. Just to catch up with boys I worked with, things like that. Most of them are dead now, obviously. They were all a lot older than me, mind. I was just out my apprenticeship back then. Aye. Need the benefits, Sean. Are you coming on the chat so that I can go?
Sure. Sean, come on. He's had enough of me, as Robert. He's
Get on
dying
the
to
chat
go.
so that I can go to my bed, please. I'm tired. I've got doctors at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Come on.
I love the way Sean puts things.
Listen, everybody's got their own point of view and different things. At the end of the day, I'm like everybody else. I've got my own opinions and things. Might not be the same as yours, might not be the same as Jackie's, but we're all different. We don't need to fall out. We don't need to argue.
No. It's the opposite we need to do. It's the opposite. And people need to wake up, to be honest. How can you not realise that you're being made to go against each other?
Well, that's it. That's my point.
No matter what it is, whether it's religion, your country, your patriotism, your beliefs,
Dino,
your
I'm a
favourite colour.
My wife's a
You're being
Catholic.
made to go against each other.
Right. This was the first rebellion I had, right? My stepfather was a bastard, is probably I've heard it before.
Pathetic.
And he was a right cunt, right? And I wasn't allowed Catholic friends, and I wasn't allowed this. My wife's a Catholic, right? My oldest laddie's married to a Catholic. My middle child is going out with a Catholic, and all my family are Catholics. I'm the only Protestant amongst us, I think now. But I've never fell out with him doing that. It's the biggest fucking lot of tripe.
Right.
Religion is a way of making money and turning people against each other. I
Right.
don't like.
Right. So if people are called a Catholic or a Protestant or a Muslim or whatever, what does that feel like?
I don't know. I've never called them to anything.
Like, so if you've been called a name, what would that feel like? Now, if you've been called a name like Catholic or Church of England or whatever, I just take that for granted because you know what? That comes at you as a child. So it's part of that process, right?
Never brought
So
back.
do I
like
ever
that.
think, as a child, do I ever think, what does that mean? No.
No,
I only think of that later. So I
correct.
take it for granted as, you know, that's what I'm told. That's what I am.
Nah.
You know, I'm part of it. I don't know what it's about, but that's what I am. You know, that's what I'm about. You know,
Yeah.
they're not like me because they're called something different. They're called Catholics or something. You know, and then
So
next thing it's like, well, they don't like you and we don't like them, so it's like, oh my God, so it's a war, right? Or if it goes to school, it's like a playground fight, or that school meets up with that school, and it's like, so we're talking about, you know, separation, control, division, and all that, and it's like religion, and you know, that's what I'm getting at, really.
I know what you're saying. As I said, Jackie, right? Jackie's got a massive big family, right? And all stay round about us, right? So Kevin stays away at the back, Teresa stays there, Robert, Sean, how you doing, man? I'm surrounded by Jackie's family, right? But her dad took me in when I was young, and I've never had issues. I can't work it out. Oh, what's happening, Sean?
Not much.
Sean's here, guys. Can you see how fast his hair's growing back?
Are you in Glasgow or
You
Edinburgh?
can't wait to get it long again.
No.
No, that was a very serious no.
Good call. Since I got it cut, that's all the weather's done is get worse and worse.
Oh no! Listen, I get mine rumped. A 0-0 back and sides, and that short at the top, you couldn't lick it clean.
Right, I'm gonna leave you two guys to it for a minute while I go for a quick pish.
I thought I was coming on to relief.
That fucking Thames River must be raising about 3 feet by now by the amount of times you've been to the toilet.
You're stealing the fishes home.
Oh. That's the worst thing. See, when you're drinking the first piss you go for, that's you gubbed in because you're there all night, aren't you? In and out every 2 minutes. So where is the Sean?
Mate, I'm way up north. Jeez. Where's my fair wee village called Rothas?
Rothas. I was up in Invergordon 2 weeks ago at my Uncle Cam's. Allness.
Aye, close to Inverness.
Aye, just by Inverness, over the bridge and then up towards the Black Isles.
Aye.
Manty Pearl.
Sorry, I was getting them two mixed up. There's Fort George and... Oh, jeez. There's the one. Jeez, my memory's getting worse. Let's see. There we go.
London girl, hang on there. We don't care
But
what
we-
we are, as long as we're happy.
Yeah. So what were you doing over there?
I was up at my Uncle Tam's. My Auntie Pearl died through COVID, and I couldn't go up to the funeral. And I hadn't been up. That would be 4 years. The last time I was up, my Auntie Pearl, my Uncle Tam raised me when I was away, so I was really close to my Auntie Pearl. Unfortunately, she's passed away. So I went up to see my wee Uncle Tam, and you know something? It's the worst thing I've ever done. He looked terrible. Never in my life would I thought he'd have looked like that. He was built like a shit brick house, the guy. And now he's a withering old man. He's 82 now. But he's took a right downturn from man he died.
I had a friend of mine, he told me I was lucky. His last memory of his dad was him lying in a bed. He'd caught stomach cancer.
Right.
He goes, it dwindled him away to nothing.
Oh,
And he goes to me, what's your last memory of my dad? I goes, putting your brother on his arse. I goes, I remember your brother like just grabbing him and wrestling him to the ground.
the gun.
He goes to me, you're lucky. He goes, I wish that was my last memory of my dad. He goes, nah, I remember him just nothing there.
Aye.
Laying in a hospital bed, just I was like, oh, nah. I goes, I'd hate to think of your dad like that. Because he was such a strong and proud man.
Listen, I've watched two of my closest friends die. Well, three, because after John died, fucking wife lasted a year and she went on. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. And they weren't old. We used to call him Big Bad John. He was in the services, PT instructor, right? Fit as a fucking butcher's dog. I'm not joking, and a big cunt. You didn't fuck with him. And the last time I seen him, he was lying in fucking Wishy Hospital. You wouldn't have recognised him, to be honest. He just fucking withered away. Absolutely terrible. And yet, where's this fucking cure for cancer? They're supposed to have it. Are they not keeping it to themselves to make more money or the drugs they can pump into you before you die?
That's
I
what I've always thought. I hate to say it, but that's what I've always thought.
Ah, well, I've always thought that as well. They wouldn't make any money if they cured it. It's like the common cold. So they've brought out a drug for this fucking bigger cold, COVID cold, whatever you want to call it, and it's supposed to be curing everybody, right? Now, why have they done that and no concentrate on the original fucking cold where it's all coming from?
That's like people are telling me we're all trying to send money to this foreign country, and I go to them, well, till we get my homeless veterans off the streets, I didn't think we should be sending money to anybody till we can sort our own problems out first.
That really gets me as well. We send billions to these countries every year, and what the fuck do they send us apart from these cunts wanting to steal all our jobs? Or money, or you know what I mean? But it's true.
I know what you mean, but you can't actually blame them.
No,
I've seen people lose their jobs, and they're like, "Why? Oh, they're willing to work more hours than you. You never offered me them kind of hours." You know,
I know that big guy, right?
I've heard these kind of stories constantly up here, like.
Aye, well, it's the same here. One of my mates he drives lorries for a living, and they had a job. It was the cement mixers he was driving, right? And he's bought his house and he's paid his house, his mortgage, and whatever else. The next thing, his overtime's cut because the Polish guys are going to do the overtime for normal run of the day wages, no any overtime money. So all his fucking overtime gets stopped. He get fucking sacked because he punched the foreman out. He just whacked the guy. Walked off the side. That was him.
Oh, I can't believe him. I had a friend of mine, he worked in, what was it? Oh, scaffolding. And for years, his back had, like we're working for scaffolding for years. Kenny hurt his back over the years. I mean, and he finally got back to work. The foreman kicked him in his back and asked him if he was going to Fari at Freddie Mayor days off. Because the foreman kicked him in the back and needed to take time off because he hurt his back.
He hurt his back.
When the doctor looked at it, he goes, "What did he kick you with?" And he was like, "Oh, well, we all wear metal toe cap boots. It's scaffolding. You've got to. It's health and safety."
That's right.
I fucked his back totally after that one. I was like, "That's what but you're not supposed to muck a boot in any of them sites."
No,
For obviously
there's no
good reasons.
We up here, right? I'm an engineer, as you know, and when I come back, the jobs just disappeared in engineering. So I ended up becoming a computer technician and repairing computers, and because there was nothing else. There's no big machine shops up here now. The Craig's away. Fuck. I think of the places that used to be here that's no here. M&S Precision Engineering's gone. Maester Rolls Royce is gone. Martin's Engineering's gone. There's nothing up here now. There's nothing. There's no apprenticeships for the Waynes. Anderson Maver, Anderson Boyd, they're all gone and all. Most of the shipbuilding, I worked down in Leyland Daft, just off the docks in Glasgow, right? That was one of my last contracts in engineering. And I was in there for 6 months. And don't get me wrong, the money was phenomenal. But it was dying on its feet. You could see that place is gone now and it's fucking flats they've built in it. And try and buy one of these flats. Fucking £500,000. That's no for us. We don't get that kind of thing, though. You know what I mean?
I was in foster care in Forres with a RAF guy. He got out the RAF, but he was still biding in the house that the RAF had gave him.
Right.
The RAF were then selling off the houses. So he thought he'd go down and bid for his own house. They were selling them in lots. They weren't selling them individually. He goes, there was no chance for any of us to buy them.
No, that's right. They're no guineas. We've done all the work through. Well, as I say, I'm 60. I've always worked, and we've worked and paid our taxes. And might add, some of the taxes and fucking national insurance I've paid has been astronomical, right? And what do I get back for it? Fuck all. Not a fucking coin.
My brother put it in perspective. We work hard. We work hard to make other people rich.
Well, that's exactly
all we do.
Aye, you're right enough.
And I goes to my brother, it's worse than that when you think about it. You could be working hard, and there could be some shareholder miles away getting rich off your hard work.
Aye.
It's nuts when you think about it.
Aye. It's a fucking shithole we live in now, unfortunately.
It's just the way the world works, but it doesn't work because the poor person that's working, he should be given shares. Not somebody miles away just because they've got millions of bucks. You'd have more pride in your work if you were actually getting a share of the profit.
Aye. Do you remember they brought the thing up, a Yopper scheme up here? I don't know if it was in England as well, where they would give you £25 a week, right, if you were on the brew, and you would get put into a shop to stand there for 40 hours, knocking your cunt in for £25 a week. I used to fucking laugh myself. I said, that'll never work. But that happened.
Got qualifications at the end of it, and it was called New Deal.
Is that what it was?
Hence the reason I've got all my retail qualifications. My brother went to the council. I preferred working in a shop.
Costa Lopez, thanks very much for coming in. I've seen some of your comments. Super. Thanks for being polite and everything and respectful. Really respect that. We're live on Friday as well. Hopefully Robert and Sean will come on as well. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for your nice comments. I'll see you soon, hopefully. London Girl as well. Thanks very much, guys, in the chat. You've been absolutely super. Thanks for welcoming Robert and Sean. And Brilliant. Thanks very much, guys. They've got a lot to say, and there's a lot worth listening to. You know, I mean, when it comes to the money side of things, yeah, fair enough, and the shares and things like that. But like Sean said before, basically, I'm thinking kind of on the same lines, which is like all they want people to do is like get up, go to work, earn pittance, give most of it away, and go back to work, sleep, eat, and have 2 weeks holiday a year. It's pathetic. You haven't got a life.
When I worked in Holland, Dino, right? It was Van Gestel's was the first place I went for my 6-month contract, right? It was you have to do 6 months and then you're supposed to leave for 6 weeks out the country and then you go back, right? But anyway, we'll get to that. So Van Gestel, I've started and I'm working away and he's come up to me and he says, I have job for you, need to finish today. If you work for me late, I said, no problem. His wife came out with a slap-up meal for me. Right? There you go, Robert. There's your dinner. A beer. That was fucking totally different system over there. Totally different. When I went to right, it was Frankens by Fokker, the company I worked for, right? I was doing carburetors for airplanes, obviously, the aviation industry, things like that. Because I'm a toolmaker to trade. Now, when I started in there, the big foreman, and I've never met a guy as I would love to was my foreman for now to a day, to be honest. He was up every hour or every half hour. Robert, coffee. Thanks very much. He'd bring me go get away. This is a fucking foreman. He'd get away and get me a coffee, a brom water, a fizzy water. He would say, you want fizzy water? They were brilliant. They were an old boy retired, right? £55,000 the boy got as a golden handshake, plus his big pension, plus a massive big party in the factory. They shut the place down on the Friday morning at 12 o'clock. Place was shut. That was us finished. Down tools. Up the stairs to the canteen. They had fucking booze everywhere. And it was a piss up. You don't get that here. You get told to piss off when you're fucking 60. Well, no, what it is.
There we go, guys. Listen, Melly, I know you tried to get on. I've just put the link up. Try it again. I'll go on till about 2 a.m, guys. So with it being a Tuesday, on Friday we'll go a lot longer. But yeah, I've got a busy day tomorrow because I'll have to bring it up tomorrow. I'm going to a charity shop. I've got to sign on, fill a form out to make sure I can work there, and then I'm going to do a few hours a week in this charity shop, and I'm hoping some of you guys will respond and just put 10 pence or whatever in or whatever and donate to this charity, because of a person who got in touch with me in private and said, I watched your live, Dino, and you said this and you said that and that was said, and I don't agree, and all that. And I thought, right, she's got a point. And she said, let's work things out. Let's try and work something together. And we've got to a point where I'm going to do some work voluntary in a charity shop. And I'm hoping people will donate to that. And it goes straight to the charity. And the charity is all about end-of-life care. So you couldn't ask for it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm busy tomorrow. Busy. And I'm not far off a police station either. Thought I'd mention that.
You're going to get pinched on your lunch break.
No, I'm going to do the charity shop first.
What do you say that day? So you're going to do the charity shop and then run away for the police station?
That grenade.
You're all right. I'm all right. You're all right. Yeah, all right.
Bob,
So yeah, right. Honestly, guys, 2 a.m. We'll do till 2, and I just really appreciate you guys coming in very much.
See, the likes are up tonight. I've just added another one. 42 likes. We don't usually get 42.
You know
likes.
what? Believe it or not, you won't believe it, right? I do not look at likes or anything like that. It's very rare I look at my views or the views on a video or my subs. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I don't look at figures and things. So all I concentrate is on going out doing a video, uploading it, right, checking it out. There you go, leave it, and then my live streams, love them. I know people like them, so I kind of love doing this as well, and that's it. I switch off then. I kind of do 2 lives a week, a couple of videos. I hardly watch anything else on YouTube, and I don't mean that disrespectful to anyone, but it's just the way I live my life. And
As I said before, I sat and watched your live chat, also other live chats, and this was the one I picked. Out of all the live chats I was watching, now, I do my homework. I'm no stupid. I like to see what's going on before. I'm not acting that you're not going to be comfortable or happy.
Yeah, for me, it's just having a chat. You know, I've said it many times, and for me, it's just like being in a nice cozy pub. And,
a couple, including Sean.
Yeah, we're just all around. You know what I mean? And just having a drink and a laugh and things like that. And I've had this idea. I don't know what you think, but I've just thought, why not go out there and pick a venue and go to a certain place where you think you've got so many supporters around that area, and they might turn up one night into this particular place because they're not that far off. And why don't we do a live in a venue or a pub or whatever, and do it live like I'm doing now, but with real actual you guys in there as well.
That's what I was going
to say.
I
mean? Like real
Christmas party. Chris, everybody save up and see maybe September we could all go down to Blackpool and meet there.
It'd just be great because it means everyone will be able to meet people as well. It's like you're the guy in the chat, you're the girl in the chat. How'd you do? Good evening. How you doing?
And
that'd be massive.
Comments, by the way. But you're right enough. That would be a good thing.
No, it would. Honestly, it would.
It brings
work. I reckon it work. Yeah.
That chat, for instance, how many people's in this chat they know that don't really know many other people? They're themselves. There might be a couple of old people in here that don't have any life, basically.
It don't matter. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of old people, where's Fusilier John gone tonight?
It's just
it don't matter to me. I'm all about meeting people, Robert, and when I get private emails or messages like that, it's like, and I've asked people have asked me like, will you meet up and will you come there and you do this with me? And I get, and I'm only a very small channel, and I get loads of fucking stuff going on.
You don't want the channel too big, Dino, because then you'll get all the arseholes in, and it's bad enough. Right? Keep it to the people that we know and we like.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice in one sense, and I mean in private, you get emails and the odd weird thing going on.
Well, I've got a handful of mates that are left. Most of them have died, right? Old age or something. So I've 5 really close friends running about me, and family, obviously. And I phone them. We phone each other every day, every day. Sometimes you're on for 2 minutes, sometimes you're on for 10 hours. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
needs
it's
a
mad, but yeah, I mean, for me, if I've got time for anyone who says, "Do you want to meet up?" and things like that, and I'm either passing or near or whatever, and that is what I will do. Without a doubt, I will do that. You know what I mean? I'm just, it's just everyone's the same to me.
Aye,
So
we'll
if
get
I get the
we'll work
chance to meet
something.
someone, imagine how it feels, right? You do a live stream, you do videos, and you get 3,500 subs, whatever you've got, and you get to meet people who comment in your videos and come in your live chat. Imagine that feeling when you get that chance. That is amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Love it. I
Oh,
wish I
yeah,
could do it every day.
Aye, you're right enough. Teflon's leaving.
Oh, so right. Yeah, see you on Friday, mate. Thanks for it. I said, mate, I'm sorry for saying, mate. You could be a woman. Good night. No, thanks very much. See you on Friday, yeah?
Still be a mate
We'll
if
have
it's
a
a
good
woman.
one. That
Cheers.
person's laughing. Liverpool, Mally from all right there. Hey, Mally. It's all right. Calm down. Do you know what? I'm really serious about this. I've said it before. I'd love to pick a place, a pub, wherever, quite central to where people might be able to travel within reason, and just have a night out live within a live. A live within a live.
Sounds good.
Oh, jeez.
Why not? No one else has done it.
What's the bet that Shady turns up?
Who?
Shady.
Shared it. I hope he does, you know. He's from Derby, not that far. We can go down to Derby, right? If he pays for it, we'll all go down. Crinkle. No. No, Steve.
You started them.
Do you know what? I reckon if I did one in Glasgow,
Oh my
if I
God.
went to Glasgow, right, you definitely have to buy a ticket or else you won't get in.
Oh. It's not the getting in, it's the getting back out. I'm worried about.
But no, it's just been an idea, and I just think, why not? Just fucking sit here like I am now, and then people sat around and just being normal and having people around you rather than in the chat. And
Listen, there's no such thing as normal. None of us are normal. We're all a bit mad.
For me, please, because I've never been it.
Say that again, Sean. You're breaking up.
Mally.
I said, can you define normal? Because I've never been it.
Oh, I don't know what normal is.
It's
That's like
it's
to say I'm abnormal.
6-letter word. If you spell it backwards, it says Lamron, which could be a new trendy name for a child these days.
No.
Sorry,
Normal.
that's the way I am.
The world has changed so much from I was born to where I am now. I've seen so many different changes happening. It's just no real.
Where do you think it's going, Robert?
Say that again.
Where do you think it's going? What do you reckon 5 years from now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm only worried for my grandchildren now. I'll
Me
be
too,
honest.
mate.
Don't
Me too.
think it's a nice place to bring a child up anymore. Right. When I was young, I stayed in Wishaw, right, in Ettrick Street. Now, I could go and we're talking 5, 6-year-old, I could chap any one of the doors in that street and ask for a piece and jam and a cup of tea. And you were allowed in to sit and watch the telly. All the old ones were brilliant, all the young ones were brilliant. It was just a nice wee community, if you like. Manty stayed along the road. Manty Peril used to stay right out the back for me, Manty. Jean stayed up the top of the hill for my nanas. You know what I mean? It was brilliant. But now, that place is a shithole. Because they let in trash. And there's no two ways about it. You only need one bad person in a street to kill it. We've got a lot. This wee street we're in now, it's a great wee street. Everybody talks to everybody, but they've moved two arseholes in across the road. I've not had any bother with them, but the neighbours have on that other side of the road. And they're wanting rid of them, basically. They want them out the street. And I don't know if you know how hard it is to get rid of them.
What about you, Faye?
Me, I'm from View Park. Uddingston.
My mum was for, where was she for? She was for Castle Milk. My dad was for Rutherglen.
Rutherglen, aye. It's not that far away from me, to be honest. You just step down the motorway and it's 10 minutes along the road. But, as I say, one bad apple in the street, that's all you need. They've already had their go at Anne, Lorraine.
Sorry, Robert. I'm sorry. I love listening to what you're saying, but it's just someone's coming with a comment on the chat. Mally, you can't get on, but can you bring a topic up to people? Of course you can. On here, what do you want to bring up? We'll carry on talking. You bring it up in the comments, and then we'll take it from there. So, no worries, Mally. You bring whatever you want up on here.
So the difference, right? Now, as I was saying, I was up Minver-Gordon at Allness, right? When I went up there, I had booked into a nice wee hotel just in the main street, 2 minutes from my Uncle Tom's house, right? And I took my daughter-in-law and my grandchild up because this might be the only time he ever gets to see them. So that was fine. Now, when I went into the hotel, they said, listen, Robert, we're going to upgrade you. And they've actually got a house right across from the hotel, an absolute cracker of a house. I had the full house to myself. I could have took half the scheme with me, right? And they could not be any nicer. And I says to him, if you get the key, you don't need to lock the door. The keys are in the door. Just go in, the keys are in the door. That's how safe it is up there. Totally different way of life if you're down here. I now know why my uncle moved up there, to be honest. It's so different. It's so laid back, so peaceful. Everybody's nice. Just can't work it out. I really can't.
Right, hang
My
on.
dad almost had a heart attack when he first went to a pub.
Go on, Sean.
What's the NMW?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. The new national
I think it's new minimum wage.
Oh, right. What is the new minimum wage?
Maximum wage. Think about it, mate. It's the national maximum wage.
I can, but they've got it right. Basically, it is. For to go and pay you.
Yeah, kind of like capped.
Minimum.
Yeah, cost of living and all. Look, we know it's going to be absolutely fucking disastrous. What's coming up?
So, how much is the new maximum wage then?
I told them how to stop it, but nobody did. Don't know.
Bonnie.
Hello, John. Hello, Robert. And of course, hello, Dino.
I'm not Mr. Kern.
How you doing, Sean?
Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like to go into this
It's good to see you.
maximum stroke minimum wage thing. Right, it's a disaster. It's wrong. It's not really right. It's not looking after the public. What can you say other than what an absolute disaster? But then again, that also seems to be the tail of the tape with everything that this government does. Disaster.
That comment on screen there for me says it fucking all. Mally. Well said. Don't forget cost of living now going up, everything. And do you know what? Just going back, this is what's pissing me off at the minute, right? And I've said it before, right? There are many people who've come into this country and found work and done well and fitted in and all that kind of thing. But there's been many people who've come into this country quite easily and have completely ignored the culture of our land. And then they've got into these jobs, completely ignored the culture of that job. And I've come across a non-native employee of the NHS, and it was ridiculous what I witnessed. Now, anyone who didn't come from that area would not act like that person did. So I don't mind people, you know, hanging around and doing whatever, but to ignore the culture of that. If I went to another country, whether it be on holiday or emigration or whatever, I would respect that culture of that country. I would not go over there and think I can do what the fuck I want because now I'm in there and I'm just the same as you. You're not. You're not. Because one, you weren't born here, you know. Two, you know, you don't know the culture, you know. Three, you've just moved over, you know what I mean? You haven't got a clue what colour the pavements are or anything. So don't think you can walk along that pavement and push someone out the way who's probably built that pavement or made it level for you to walk on. Out of order. And I've noticed that, an ignorance of our culture. If I went to somewhere else, I would respect the culture, the language, the everything about it. I wouldn't just go over there and think, right, I'm all right now. I'm out of the shit. I'm in the good. Good old England. Good old UK. Fuck everyone else who's been born there and lived there and who's struggled. And in fact, without these fuckers, I wouldn't be here, type of thing. I'm sorry. I'm not being racist or anything like that, but that's the attitude, the arrogance, the atmosphere I feel with people.
No,
I'm sorry, but I have. You know what I mean?
That's the real world you're talking about now.
Yeah.
The people that are born in this country, i.e. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, have got no say in the matter. Now, my bugbear is that Pakistanis, Indians, whoever they are, I'm not just pointing out them, come to this country, they're here 2 years, and now they're fucking MPs. Right? They've no right being MPs in this country. You go to Pakistan and try and become a fucking MP, you have no chance. They would kick you out and behead you, but they would let you get into their government.
Yeah. I don't get it because what I see,
I can't understand it.
Like even without knowing anything, it's like when you look around, forget the details and the knowledge of it. Really, it's like we know there's been different things happening. So we've got a lot of things going on immigration wise, and people coming over and dinghies and all that stuff like that. And then what I notice is what's going on around me in my town, in a city, over the country, around you, all that, and it's like I'm not being funny, right? And it's very hard. This could get taken down, but I'm not being funny, but I'm the one who feels foreign. All I do is see people who I've never seen before, and they seem to have all these privileges, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, you're casting me out, and you're bringing people in. How come they can get this and that and the other?
Oh, they get a house before us.
I'm really not getting it at all.
It's wrong. It's totally wrong.
In fact, do you ever see any person who's emigrated, shall I say emigrated, on the streets? Who are the people you see on the streets of this country? Someone from not from this country? Or are they the people who are from this country?
It's repopulation. Repopulate them back to their own country.
I didn't see flat pavements. I did get a commute. I've got flat pavements and I don't.
There's something wrong, really wrong. And the thing is, everyone's accepting it.
I want my flat pavements.
I don't know. I have to be careful, you see.
We all have. I need to be really careful because I can go off on one in this subject. So I'm thinking myself.
Oh, flat pavements. I'm going to have word for the council.
The council, they're about as much use as a fucking third ball.
D. John, yeah, there's been something come out today. I read it. It was something called remigration, and if you didn't know what it meant, you'd be thinking remigration, which you'd be thinking worldwide like migration. Well, it don't mean that. What they mean is, I forget the bill, but what they mean is for that bill is if you go from one, whether you're English or whatever, if you go from one place to another, you've migrated, so it might affect your life financially that way. I know you don't know what I mean, not even I do, but read up on it. Just put in remigration. It's absolutely crazy what's going on. Crazy. And people are just taking it in. When something come up on Friday about stirring at people, and I think it was Master Ron and Fluke came on, they went, do you know about the stirring law, Dino? What? Yeah, you're not allowed to stir anyone. I said, fucking what? No, seriously, come on, guys. No, seriously, Dino. I said, all right. And it's like, yeah. SG came on, Luke was on, seriously. And it's like, yeah, this thing's actually come in. You're not allowed to stare at someone for more than.
Aye, that's right.
No longer on.
What's it called?
Aye. It's classed as something.
It's classed as assault.
Assault?
Aye.
For looking at somebody.
Aye, it's a fucking joke.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Is that psychological assault? It's not physical assault, obviously.
It's psychological. If you stare at somebody.
Psychological assault, guys.
It's just unbelievable. I'm staring at you now, Dino. Do you feel threatened with that?
I'm going to have you done there. Ridiculous.
Okay, Tony. I'm staring at you in the 3 year on there.
I feel awful.
No malice or no bad intent whatsoever. Fucking idiots, isn't they?
This is unbelievable.
It's sad, man. Absolutely. Put it this way, Sean stared at us. That's why I'm going to sue you.
John's thinking, guys, wait the fuck up. What are you going to do about all this shit?
Have a pair of sunglasses for fuck's sake.
Fuckers, what are you waiting for? You fucking bunch of fucking sheep.
Brilliant. It's listen, we're on here joking about it, but truthfully and honestly, it ain't a joke anymore what's happening in this country. It's beyond a joke. We've got an arsehole as Prime Minister up here with the door spewing our
Guys,
it's just no real.
do you know
Dino,
what? When-
can you
when-
do me a
when-
favour?
yeah.
Can you tell Donna Smith how to join the chat, please?
Yeah, what you have to do, Donna, is click on the link, which I haven't put up yet. I'm just telling you what you have to do.
Hey,
that all right?
Sean's
Oh,
phone's
Did I
down.
get that right?
Yeah, that was pretty accurate.
What do you mean? Stir? What did I say? Actually, say. I thought you said straight. Right. Okay. Right, Donna. I'm going to put the link up. I'm meant to be finishing this in 3 minutes, but as usual, Tony P comes on and just absolutely ruins it all for me.
Cheers, Dino. Blame me.
Oh, come on,
you
mate.
bugger.
Cheeky bugger.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's an absolute disgrace, to be honest, guys. I mean, I just lie lowly in my mind. I'd love things to change tomorrow. It won't. But I just think it's about time people woke up because, like Rob said before, and we did, it's like we're not arsed now. We don't give a fuck now. Well, we do. We give a fuck about our future generations, our grandchildren, and things like that. What a fucking shame what they're going to have to come into. At least we've had a bit of freedom. Well, from where I'm concerned, yeah, when I was a kid, you know,
I was the same.
things weren't the same as they are now, and I think that'll be everyone's story. Well,
Yep.
things weren't the same as they were when I were a kid, and do you know what? Believe it or not, that's how they work it out by generation. They'll always get people believing that's not how it was when I was a kid, and that's the process, the strategy, whatever you want to call it. It might seem natural to you, but for me, no. It's all planned. It's all done generationally. I don't know how they do it, but they do. They do it. They know exactly what they're doing. So when I used to say, or watch Star Trek or whatever, and they're going, you know, and all that, and yes, Captain, this rock is made out of fucking sulfite and calcium and this. And we were like, what? We've got them now. We've got them now, right? Didn't believe in it then, but we believe in it now, you know.
Right. The flip phone, the iPad, all came from Star Trek. Communicator, two-way radio, all came from Star Trek.
Sounds you're a bit low, Rob.
My sound's low.
Yeah.
Is it? Hold on.
Either that's my hearing.
Oh, right.
It's old age, Dino.
What?
It's old age, Dino.
Hey, listen, Dave.
Eh?
I'm
Who's
not
the-
senile.
No, I said it's old age.
No,
Sorry, Dave. I know what he said.
listen, Jim. It's all good, Pete Dong.
I'm not old.
Yeah, you are.
We're all old.
Aye, we are.
We're all young as well, right?
It's the young ones that don't. The young ones will never ever have what we had when we were younger. As I said, kids were safe back in the 60s. In the 70s, but when we hit the 80s, it just all went wrong. I don't know.
Just imagine, right? Imagine this, right? You were never taught the word old or the word young. How would you feel if you weren't taught them words?
I would feel like me.
Tony?
I don't know because there's no, as far as I'm concerned, there's not really any difference between young and old, other than
Well, just
they're
imagine
older.
old and young is like it never existed and never will, so it'll never happen. So, like, how do you feel without knowing what them words are? Like,
It
never heard of
wouldn't
them.
bother me. Would not bother me in the slightest.
No, how would you feel?
Well, I'd feel old.
Yeah, but you've never. Thing is, Tony, you've never heard of old. You don't know what
Okay,
old is.
I'd feel slightly different from the younger people. So I wouldn't quite be in the same
you don't-
vein as them.
Thing is, you don't know what young is. So you don't know what young is. You don't know what old is. No, come on.
Well, in that
All
case,
the other words to you,
More
right?
experience.
You've been taught them words, so it's like you're young and then you're old. How do you know? So imagine you've not been taught them, and but yet you know you've grown from being that to being what you are now. But you've never been told you're young then and now you're old. How would you feel?
the only way you can put it is when I was a kid, I used to run around a lot. I used to play football, I used to bodybuild, and now I can't do that as much because I won't say the word, but I'm different to what I was then. I was,
Yeah.
I was full of energy. I didn't have loads of accidents and loads of nasty things happen to me. So yeah, I changed with age.
I love Sean, mate.
I'm on chat, so no swearing. Right, Dino, I'll need to head. That's my daughter come in. I reckon
Who's
Jack
that?
eating the couch. Is your mum in the couch? I go and tell her you're in then so she'll go up to her bed. But, you know. Right, lads, and everybody in the chat, I'll catch up with you on Friday, hopefully.
Hey, take it easy,
Yes.
Dave.
Take
Yes.
care. Dino, I'll catch up with you. You keep going. Mind, you're going off at 2 o'clock. You're late, but you're late the right way this time for a change. All right, boys. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Take
Good
it
night.
easy, mate.
Honestly, mate, thanks so much for making the live tonight. You've been fucking superb. Cheers,
Thank
pal.
you very much. Not a problem.
Nice one.
Catch up later. Cheers, everybody. Good night.
See you on Friday, mate.
Oh,
What a guy,
it's just
what a-
me
oh,
and you,
God.
Dino.
Yeah.
What a shock. Two Bridges gather.
I'm not a hoe bridger, Tony. Do not even.
Look,
I'm not.
you used to be a hybrid.
I'm a Lather. I used to play for Atherton, not Owbridge.
You used to play for the
Atherton
youth
Rugby,
club round
yeah.
the corner.
What was it called? Letters In.
Oh, you played for Letters too, did you?
I played for every fucking team in Atherton. I did you proud. I did you proud. Not one of you know in that town that I'm the top leading try scorer for your town. There's no plaque on the wall anywhere in your high street saying Dino.
Dino was here.
Denology, the best rugby player in this town. No, you've never heard of me, none of you. It's a disgrace. How dare you not hear of me?
But thing is, Dino, I got talking to you a good while ago, and that's when I found out that, you know, you used to play round the corner from me for rugby, and you knew where I lived, you knew Howbridge, and it was like, God, this is amazing. And he's only a bloke from Wigan.
I'm from Lee.
But Lee originally. Whereabouts in
Leicester.
Lee now?
I was born in Lee, Tony, yeah.
Whereabouts?
First maternity. It was an old manor house, actually. It was about 16th century, and then it got knocked down, and then everyone from that area got born in a place called Billinge, which you've heard of.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's slightly in St. Helens.
Yeah, that
so, yeah,
is
my three girls were
unfortunate.
born there, but yeah, I was born in Lee.
Good on you. You're a Lather.
I'm a Lather. And if you need to watch Plod's video, Tony.
Okay.
He went to Lee Police Station.
Did he? Oh, cool.
Mate, you need to watch it, and I promise you, you will feel better after you've watched it because
Have
of
you
the
got
way
the
you were
link?
treated by that station.
Have you got the link? Stick the link up.
Just go to Plod or not to Plod. You sub, don't you?
Okay, you tosser. You could still put the link up.
Me?
Yes,
Talking
you.
about me, Tony. Without Biker, I'm fucked, mate.
Good evening, Aunt.
I can't be asked to do all that. Just go to Plod and to Plod.
Okay, what's a plod or not?
Him,
Plod.
that fella with the Liverpool fucking logo shit. Him. Have you heard him when he comes on?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's
like I'm going. Can't get fucking rid of him. In the arse he is. No, everyone knows we're good mates.
He's a good bloke. Plod or not plod.
He's a gentleman, Tony.
Yes.
People don't see him as that. But in real life, in his private life, he's nothing like he is. Well, he is. I've got to be careful here, what I say. I have. Believe me, I have. No, he's scared of me.
He'll do ya.
No, he's scared of me. No, honestly, when he's at work, right? And I am brutally honest about everything, right? So when he's at work, he's at work. So when you see his videos, what you see is what you get, right? And what you hear is what he knows. He don't come out with bullshit or anything like that. He learns his shit. He teaches the guys who should know the shit. He teaches them the shit they should know, and things like that. And that's why he gets the reactions and the interactions and the incomes and the outcomes of what happens on his videos. And that's his job, and that's what he does, and he does it extremely well. Right? Now, in private life, right, I could kill him. but no, we get on very well, and he's an absolute gentleman. You wouldn't believe the difference. Because when he's not at work, i.e., exposing tyrants and trying to explain the law to the people who are meant to uphold the law and things like that, which is an amazing job and very hard to do, by the way. Try it yourself to do what he does. In private, he's a gentleman and he'll do anything for you. And when he's relaxed and he's come down, he has a lot of problems anyway, and he has to undergo a lot of medical treatment in between his work, i.e., his auditing, and his private life. In between, he has to go through a lot of medical procedures and things like that. But he also manages my channel, so he takes time out for that. In fact, he's the type of guy who puts everything and everyone else first and puts himself last. And the only time he puts himself first is when he's last, which is when he goes to sleep. I've seen, I know the guy, you can believe me, you can take whatever you want, but the only time that guy settles down is when he's done everything for everyone else and himself first. He has got priorities, and then he'll deal with everything else and everyone else. And his main time is when he wraps up, lies down, tries to relax, and tries to go to sleep, which he hardly does as well. You won't believe the guy. I could go into more detail, but it's a private relationship, but he's an amazing guy. So think what you want about him. But
Blimey, he sounds like a real hard worker.
oh mate, you won't believe it, Tony. I don't believe it. And I spend a lot of hours with him. So
He's
all
a
you
good
have to do is
boy.
watch his channel and watch his videos, and you.
Well, I've seen
When
most
I
of
say
them anyway.
work, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah,
When
he
a guy
is
goes
good.
to work, real work, watch his videos, and then you'll go, yeah, that's not a 9 to 5, Dino. That's not a taxpayer's type job. That's not a fucking work to live type job. That is a guy who's going out there to try and bring a lot of justice, education, and knowledge to people, and the police as well at the same time. That's what he does.
And greatest respect to him because he does it with an air of humility. He does it with an air of comedy. He does. Come on, you have to admit that.
No, he does. Sorry.
But he is very good at doing auditing. He's superb. And it's, he never puts a foot wrong.
He is the old package, but I'll tell you what, he said, you won't believe what I know, right? I'll never reveal the deeper stuff, but he's got it all. But in private, right? We played backgammon and sat there for ages talking. And do you know what? You won't believe this, right? Most of you won't believe this, right? You won't. But even when we're not together, if we've been together, whether it's at my place or is or whatever, or whether it's a private meeting online like we do, I rip into him to fuck. I really, honestly, and we fall out to a degree. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it, right? And that's what we do, and we sort things out straight away. But what you see here and what you see off him, like in private, we are totally private, and it's like you won't believe it. So yeah, I kicked the shit out of him. sometimes.
Dino,
And it-
I've invited you to come and play on my channel at 2 p.m. every
Gonna watch
day,
this tomorrow
and
morning.
you've not come and take me on, you bum.
Do you know why, Tony?
Go on,
Because at that time of the day, do you know what I'm doing?
sleeping.
No. Filming.
Oh, right, fair enough, mate.
Get out there, yeah. Sleeping at 2 p.m. No. I don't sleep really that much.
Oh,
I
thanks,
agree.
Aunt.
Just one more thing, right? Robert, right? Yeah, I've got it, mate. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. We're on it. Don't worry. Right, back to the comments. Ant. Let me go back. Okay. Oh shit, I've left a comment on. I don't know. It's a bit late. I'm very tired. Sorry. Months, but right, okay. What? Okay. Sean, good night. Rugby, London girl, who are you? St. Helens. Oh God. Do you know what, Tony? Right, I think I've got quite a few hundred people around here who watch my channel. So every time I go out, I'm going. And then you hear Dino, and you go, "Who the fuck was that?" I was doing a video a few weeks ago, and someone went, "Dino." Who the fuck was that?
It's good though. It really is.
In a way, unless they're interrupting a video, what you doing? I was halfway through a video. I was filming wasps.
Oh yeah, the wasp nest. I
Yeah,
saw
someone
that one.
yeah, they went fucking straight past on the bike and went Dino, and I went. They went ruined it. See?
Yeah, I've been asked, Dino, to invite you round for a drink. And guess what? I will. You're welcome for a drink round my house, Dino.
Is that the large manor house in Atherton, what covers 5 acres of land?
Not quite.
Oh, right. It's not you then. You're not the lord of the manor of Howbridge.
No, it's just a mere £250,000 house.
No worries, mate. Right. Right, I'm going to end this in 10 minutes. I don't know I've lasted this long, to be honest with you. I've been down 3 times.
You always do it, Dino. You always do it.
It's not my fault, though. Not me, is it? It's you lot.
Go on, blame us.
Right, if you lot had fucked off, I wouldn't be here, would I?
Well, we help to make your channel as good as it is.
Oh, mate, you don't have to do that. You know that. You know I'm the only guy who can do that.
Well, it's the same with mine. It's like I admit it every day. I say, I'm just the host. I don't make this channel. It's the people that come in. The people that come into the chat.
Absolutely, mate. I've always said it.
They're the people that make the channel. I'm just a host.
Yeah. Same here, and for some reason I've got Biker Eddie who if I was to reveal everything he did, I can't. But if I was, you'd be amazed. Simple as that. So there is a massive reason why I do lives with what I say and the way I say it and things like that. And there is a big reason behind this. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to get my points across and things like that. And I get loads of responses from people saying thank you and things like that, and I'm going, what for what and things. And they just no, but they just put thank you. It's like, okay, thanks. What for? It's like last Friday. Okay. It's like I'm thinking, what have I done? What have I said? But all they say is thank you. So I must have said something right, or someone else has.
You get used to this, Dino. You really do. I mean, I've discovered this too. I've been hosting the channel for, I think it's 3 months now. I think it's 100 videos, over 100 videos. And I've learned so many things, such as, how to be polite always, how to never ever swear, how to never call anybody out except for when they're being an idiot. You learn all these things.
Yeah, I mean, I just take it as so he was in the Gardener's Arms right now, and we know they do good home cooked food and things like that. Bowling Green, nice cozy atmosphere, ambience.
Oh
nice
yes,
cozy pub and things like. I imagine it like that, me, Tony. That's how I imagine this, and I don't want any big channel name. I do. I mean, I don't mind who comes on, but what I'm saying is, I want people like Yvonne and Paul on. I want guests on the panel, not YouTube channel content creators. Like, okay, Burr Britton's been on tonight, and he came on very polite and said, Dino, it wasn't me. And I thought, I know that, mate, anyway, but he still had the fucking courteosity to come on and say, it weren't me, Dino. And that's what it's about. Jumped on, said hello, that's it, went off. But I'd rather have people, it's like being sat in a pub, and I'll do it one day. I'll go live in a pub and go live on screen, but with real people all around and just being normal like we are. But yeah, I'd rather have it this way than confrontational, epic, fucking what's going on that channel and that disturbance and that controversial stuff going on. And
I agree.
I just want to chat to people and clink glasses and that's it. Just how you doing? How you feeling?
Same as me, right? Dino. The same as me. I'm not. I don't make any money at YouTube. I would never make any money at YouTube. It takes so long. I've been dead before I earned a penny. But the way I look at it is that YouTube is a place where you can create a channel, you can bring people together, you can all have a natter, all have a good gabble, a good nag, discuss anything you want to. just never insult anybody else. Be nice all the time. And that, it works.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I try. But yeah, it depends. I mean, for me, Tony, right? I mean, going off channels and that, it depends what you put out on your channel and things like that. So mine's varied. I get all kinds. My views have gone way down recently. I've had things come up, like my dad's not well, so I've had to look after things. I've spent a lot of time having to do other things than concentrate on. So I've had to fit videos in between stuff. So it's been hard for me recently. So, but I just love
I
doing what I'm
understand,
doing.
you know. I really understand.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd tell you, yeah, I start my new job on the 9th of this month,
Right.
which is back in the games industry. So I'll be back programming games, breaking joysticks, whatever you want.
Space Invaders, yeah?
No wrong with Space Invaders, man.
Absolutely not. Right, guys, this is it for me. Okay, tonight. Very tired. It's my third attempt after being PB'd, if you like. Fair enough, they can keep trying. Why they're doing it, I haven't got a clue. Don't know. Don't get it. But anyway, so I'll be live on Friday with Biker, obviously. Plod will appear at some point, depending on what he's doing. There'll be other people waiting there. I know Fluke tried to come on tonight. He was having problems with his connections and things like that. So hopefully on Friday we'll have another good one, and we'll carry on from there. But thanks to Tony for coming on. Guys in the chat, if I've missed anyone, I'm so sorry for not saying hello. People who are regular will tell you that. Dino always likes to say hello to as many people as possible, and if he misses you out, he doesn't mean it, and you know what I mean. So, like I said, I can spend all night watching you guys do a live, just being in the chat. You just sit back like this. That'd be nice.
I do it all the time, Dino.
So, cheers, Tony. Thank you very much, mate. Mally as well. I just want to go back. Francie, Aya, a new name, so thank you. Liz Parker, Aya, thank you. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to end it. I'm London Girl as well. Thanks very much. Right, okay. I just want to give a few names, a few mentions to people who mean a lot to me, who've supported me over the last 14 months. Right. So apart from Plod and Biker, who go without saying, I just want to mention James Patrick McDonough, right? Yvonne Driver and Paul Yeoman. Those people have been absolutely massive to me. They won't realise how much so. Only I will. There's been a few others, but for me, those guys, you're the best. And thanks very much for everything you've done for me. And I know about things you've done for me that you think I don't know, but I do. So I just want to say that. Right. I'll see you on Friday, guys. Massive respect.
Dino,
much
we
love.
think you're ass.
Okay. Massive respect, much love. Love each other. Okay, keep your eye out for things and wake up, guys. No longer be a sheep. See you soon.
Take it easy, you know. Bye bye.